Bad timing.
Get out the face! Get out the face! Hans, get off the beach!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Geek First Podcast, the 680th episode of the Geek First Podcast. Stomp away, getting closer and closer to that big old 700. I'm the leaking Trav Snell.
Oh.
I'm joined by,
I don't like
a leaky Thursday.
I am Pixar's Jake Sully, Kirkland Patzer.
I'm Dylan Muss.
I'm the young Hamish, Taylor Field.
Didn't you have Young Hamish earlier this week? Or am I wrong?
I definitely
What would be
did
the
not.
context that he would?
No, maybe I guess he was just talking about.
I was talking about it.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, the new GV Mean Young Hamish, and I was like, I know we talked about that, but I couldn't remember the full context of the Young Hamish meme.
It was the pronunciation, Hamish or Hamish. That was the meme. And there was some gaslighting going on.
Hamish.
It was a good time, yeah.
Hamish.
Hamish?
Okay. It's not Hamish. Did you think it was Hamish? Is that what it was?
It's spelled how you see how I spelt it? Hamish.
But it's that you wouldn't say it, take the rest of it away. Hay. That's not hay.
What? Are you
Hey, like-
gaslighting me?
No. Hay is Hey. Like, hey, how's it going?
No,
Yeah,
but
I
hey,
know that.
like what
Yeah,
about
what if you're
like,
eating a
field
hay,
of hay
with a bunch of cows? Yeah.
Honestly,
Cows-
I'm going to be quite frank with you guys. I don't think I've ever had to spell the word hay in my life. So up until now, I did not know that's how hay was spelled.
I'm sure you did at some point.
Wow.
You just forgot.
No. I probably just
You had
stopped
to
and was
have.
like, nah,
Come
that
on.
doesn't.
That's
no,
Canadian
when?
Hay
rules.
doesn't, hay
They
doesn't
would've made
apply
you-
to him.
When would I
Write
have
some
written
hay.
about hay?
Old McDonald's farm.
No,
There you
which was a
go.
great place. I do miss
was
that
a great
place.
place.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So
Hey, Mitch. Hey guys, how's it going?
we're back for a good old, just regular. The last few number episodes have just been reviews, whether they've been Running Man or Predators. Just a good old, 4-man newscast. We got bunches, just lots of random stuff today. Thank you to the patrons. Usually, what happens, I feel like the casts where we have nothing, they usually come on out. So we got a bunch of patron questions that have led to some topics that are interwoven with other topics. We got Turtles news. We got Punisher topics. We got Game of Thrones stuff. We got the draft updates because we are in almost the last month of the drafts, and obviously we'll update on because I can't remember, but the video game one's pretty close, right, Dylan? So I'm still gonna pull it up, but I'm pretty sure that's
I think it is.
that's close, and the movie
I
one
haven't
is very
updated it this
close.
week. I think there's been a thing or two released. And
Okay.
I can do that right now. Before
Okay,
we
yeah,
get-
maybe, but yeah, we got lots of good stuff going on, so we're just gonna go right into it, as usual. Lots of stuff happening on the feeds. Fuck Christ. Do that
It
all the
chapter
time.
fuck.
It chapter fuck. Welcome to Dairy. Those reviews are happening weekly. They drop every Monday, so look out for that. Side Quest every Monday. Drops on the Tuesday for the podcast feeds. Me and Dylan talk about the Steam Machine. Kirkland Patzer. You should listen to that. Kirkland, you getting a Steam Machine? You want to steam it up with the boys?
Low
He's been
priority.
steaming for
Are you
years.
all getting steams? Is that what you're saying right now? With the
I am.
boys?
Taylor, big time last night. It felt like a pyramid scam. He was trying to sell me on the
A pyramid
Xbox, like
scam or a pyramid
Yeah.
scheme?
both.
Both.
He was like, man, the Steam Machine, not gonna happen. Xbox, their digital future, it's all ahead of them. And then once I broke it down, I think he kind of understood and stuff. Like I felt like someone had prepped him going in the gym.
Let me rephrase this a little bit, a little context. Okay, Xbox making a new high-end luxury console, premium is the key word. It definitely, I can't speak to that. That's
Not great,
weird why
Bob.
they would do that. And so, but the fact though, them buying up all these developers and then just kind of getting a monopoly on creating all these games, so they're putting themselves ahead. and they're going to be selling these games on your Steam machine. Like it's
Stockholm
it's,
syndrome. A couple of weeks ago, I felt like he finally saw the light. But then I asked him, I said, but why are they doing that? And it's because their consoles didn't sell. It's not like they were like,
that's right.
We're
It's
top
for
of the
sure.
game, but now we're going to stop doing hardware and we're just going to do games. I think the stat is like for every 8 PlayStation that sell on Xbox. Like, I don't think this was like this was like a
treading
forced
water.
choice. No,
this is not their all like long term. Like this is where we want to end up for sure. You want to be able to sell consoles at a higher price than it costs to make them, right? But where they're at now, again, I can't speak to that premium console they're going to be pumping out, but they're going to be saving a lot of money on manufacturing, I'm sure, if they're just going to be decreasing the amount of consoles they're producing and just focusing on dumping money into creating games and getting all these teams and developers to be pumping these games out. And if you're just selling digital games, you're not even making physical copies anymore. You're not worrying about distribution, shipping, anything like that. You're going to be saving so much money.
And that's why I say
so-
this. Then don't make this premium console. Then that no one's going to buy.
No,
now,
that's true. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I might be there. Depends.
There's a few of you Stockholm syndrome boys that are going to do that. Crap on Phil Spencer, but S-Bubs, here you go, saving money by shutting down studios they bought out. Yeah, I feel like there's a
That's
lot
true.
like there. Yeah, I'm
in peace,
all.
Arcane.
I'm all aboard the Steam machine, Kirkland.
Dude.
Because like for me, it's like just to have Steam right a button away, no PC,
Catalog's
no
unreal.
HDMI.
I've honestly debated getting the Steam Deck in time past, just to have like easier
Well.
access to Steam because my computer's a little, it's,
You
it's
like
on its last
machines
legs.
that
Maybe.
do Steam.
I don't know. I'll listen to the
Looks like a
episode. Maybe you guys will
GameCube.
convince me.
Have you
Or
seen
not.
the designs too?
Yeah,
You
I've
can,
seen.
like,
I've
put-
seen. Yeah, it looks
I'm
pretty
telling
cool.
you. And plus,
How
like,
big is it compared to a
what?
GameCube? Is it smaller or is it bigger,
Bigger than a
GameCube?
dragon.
I don't know what that means, but I don't know the size. I think
It
it's
might be smaller if you take the handle away from the GameCube,
yes,
of which this doesn't have a handle.
yeah. So if you want a full like topic
Might not get it now.
episode, me and Dylan talked at least for about half an hour on that, the pros, cons, all that stuff. So go look out for that. And then I do trust. Told you twice a week. We got reviews this weekend. Minecraft will be going up for the patrons and also the original. So look out for that. So some very fun Minecraft, very interesting episode. And the originals, lots of also interesting reveals. Kirkland's trip, Taylor's
Wild finale.
You gotta
Wild
stay to
finale
the
to that
end of the
episode.
episode.
Taylor's a very
me on a
unfortunate
ride.
stream post day. So, but yeah, if you like what we do, subscribe to these feeds. We very much appreciate it. If you really like what we do, as I just mentioned, Patreon, phase 2 and up, you get a bevy of different rewards, all different exclusives. Next year, we're beefing up. It's going to be the biggest year yet for Patreon. But, after 9, we'll do it at some point in December. Bread and butter, exclusive retrospectives, the originals, lots of good stuff coming next year. And you can vote on stuff, so you'll vote on the Christmas poll. So we very much appreciate it because that keeps us flowing, especially in the months, like those first few months, ladies and gentlemen, the CPMs and ad revenue, my God, everybody hides for the mountain. So we thank you very much because you guys can make it that we do all this extra stuff. And we very much appreciate it. So let's get in this, Mr. Patzer. Obviously, you've been back from Japan, so I don't know what's been going on in your life TV wise. You're getting back in the swing of things. So have you been watching much? Obviously, you talked about on originals. You watched the trilogy, but we've heard your thoughts on Lord of the Rings. So we know where you stand there.
Yeah.
So what else is happening in the brain?
In the brain.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I feel
consuming
like I
the
already
TV,
talked about
you
the other movies I watched on the plane. Maybe not on cast. Get Out. That was a great rewatch. I hadn't seen it other than the first time I watched it. Beyond just like going down like YouTube deep dives of all these hidden meanings and stuff. So it was fun kind of having that in the back of my mind going into it. What a just 10 out of 10 movie. It's just so fantastic, so well made.
10
and
10,
just-
eh?
Get Out, yeah, I would say so. I think there's some things that no, I'm not even gonna say that because it just brings it
That's
down
fine.
too much. Like it is just so stellar. It's just it's fantastic from start to finish. And then the other one being Invisible Man, which I did go down a little bit on my initial viewing rating. I don't really know how to give it number like grading wise, but I just feel like the third act is very different than the first 2 acts, which I think that fits kind of what's going on with the story, but it's just like a very different shift where I feel like the first 2 acts are just like 10 out of 10, like just suspense, and like they're doing everything so well. I feel like I had better because I had like the nice headphones on while I was watching it, so there's just so many little things like audio wise in the background for like the early portions of the movie that's just it gets the hair on my arms raising. And I had already seen the movie, and it was still kind of getting me that spot. So really, really loved it. And then in the third, we kind of get to some. Oh my gosh, what's that movie called? I keep forgetting. Shane. Oh my gosh, with
He was an actor.
Gabriel. With Gabriel.
Oh, Malignant.
Yeah, Malignant. Like how the ending kind of gets crazy from the earlier portions of the movie. I feel like Invisible Man does something very, very similar to that, and I liked it less for whatever reason than in the Malignant version. And then, I mean, yeah, I already kind of talked about Dexter finale because I finished that while I was in Japan. Also, what I've been watching, what I've been listening to, I've been going through Travis's Dexter retros, and yeah, shouts out to those. Those have been some fun listens, and because I have like the whole show fresh in my mind, I feel like it's even better that I'm listening to it now to just definitely disagree with you on some things here and there. But
Bad taste.
yeah, I'm excited to get to your rankings and see the end of that.
Is there a
and
ranking
then
episode on there? Do I have that on
You
there?
keep alluding to it, so I hope there is because you're getting me excited. In season 1, season
If not,
2,
I
now
did
season
do
3.
one a couple months ago after Resurrection.
You might be
so.
mentioning that you would do it like after New Blood, but I am working
I don't
on
think I
this
ever
a bit,
did.
so.
And I will say, because I didn't put in the news notes, but I shared this with the boys because they reviewed Dexter with me. These sons of bitches that today, Clyde Phillips, whenever did that podcast, he's like, yeah, we didn't plan on the New York Ripper being such a big deal, but the fans got so enamored with it. It's gonna be the villain of season 2. People, that's how bad the writing of this show is. That the whole season they allude to this villain and they just do a quick reveal in the finale, like, oh, that's who it is. And the whole time, like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna be a big deal. Well, that's gonna be the villain for season 2. They got no guidance, no plan. Like, they're just literally, and like, sure, you'd be like, oh, then the fans dictate where it goes. But no, like, I want it to be an actual, natural, thought out story. So now, who knows what the New York Ripper is gonna be? But there we go, we're getting them, season 2. So look
I'll tell
out.
you who it's gonna be.
Well,
Oh,
we know
yeah,
the
baby.
guy's name. Remember?
Wow.
Jonah.
well,
No,
you know,
the old
yeah.
switcheroo.
That's right. That's right.
And then what I've watched since I've been home, American Made by with Tom Cruise,
That
the one
movie's
about Barry
fucking
Seal.
very
I'd never
good.
seen it before. It's always been on my radar. I saw it was leaving Netflix soon, so I threw it on the other day, and I really enjoyed it. It was really, really solid. I feel like the story, these like recounting of like real events, but like through like I'm always hesitant to like where they're drawing like the creative freedom line of just like really like just exacerbating like these stories. It's still just a crazy tale and just really fucked up. Like even if it is like a fraction like truth in there, it's still just crazy, the whole setup. And Tom Cruise is fantastic in it, as he is in all the different
Oscar
times.
winner
And,
now. They awarded him one this past week. So
yeah, honorary, right? He did.
Yeah.
He did nothing. Just appeared in a lot
It's
of
not the
movies.
same.
And here you
they
go.
should have waited
It's as
because I think.
meaningless as the Oscars truly are.
Well, then it's one and under. But they should have waited because I actually think there's a good shot next year he could win it because he's working with the guy that did Gravity and Birdman. So obviously he has like a big history of awards films. So it is going to be kind of fun if he gets the Governor Award, but then the year after he just wins it. And because usually I feel
He's
like
gonna
they
break that Governor Award. Gonna
yeah,
throw it
this
off
is,
a cliff.
he melts it down and just I don't know makes a Scientology cross or something. I don't know what their symbol is, but I just feel
Conquering,
like
I think is what it is.
whoa,
Scientology.
that'd be great. How do you? Are you in? And you just fly. Yeah, I'm in. Only comes off when you activate certain words, but yeah. So look out for that. I think there's a good chance you could get the win there. So
Yeah. There you go. And your boy Domhnall Gleeson is in it, which I was kind of thrown off. And he's kind of a prick and an asshole in it, and kind of fun. Like to see him in that type of role. Like he is that.
he's
in
been doing
Star
that a
Wars,
lot lately.
but
now too.
this is like
Yeah.
just an American asshole, and yeah. So there you go. Because he's not American, right? He's British.
No, he's British.
bloke, isn't he?
He's Brit-
Yeah. Okay.
I guess
And
I was
then-
gonna say he's doing nice because I've not seen the paper, but he's doing that now. So at least he's back to some sort
Okay.
of nice guy role. So
There you go. I like that for him.
yeah,
He's fantastic in Ex Machina. He's a
Absolutely.
nice-ish guy in there. And then one thing I never talked about, but I watched it before I left, is the Oh my God, what's it even called now? With Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise,
Edge of
reliving like the same day.
Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat. It has a
It's
multiple.
not that. It's definitely not that called.
It's Edge of
but,
no.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of
There you
Tomorrow.
go.
Yeah,
There
but
you go.
Live, Die, and Repeat was one of the other titles. It had like 3 different titles.
Oh, I
That's
don't
what I'm
like
saying. That.
But yeah, another one that was always on my radar. Funny, I was watching a couple Tom Cruise movies in there, and really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I think Emily Blunt's fantastic in that, and yeah, it's just really cool. Made me think of Deathloop, Dylan, a lot watching that movie because he just
Okay.
relives the similar day over and over.
Now you're
and
talking to me.
It's really cool. Yeah. And
Either I'm having
Deja Vu.
yeah, or you.
I might have already talked about this
think
on
you
like a
have.
side quiz.
'Cause you
or
said the
maybe I
Deathloop
brought up
thing.
Deathloop. Yeah. I am having deja vu as I talk about it.
I did not remember that. So thank you for reminding me.
And then the last thing I'll mention is Shay and I have been rewatching Arcane because we've just been wanting to and getting just I've been hyped on League since Worlds and it's just fun to be rewatching that show. And holy shit, what a tearjerker even just season 1 is. I kind of forgot how heavy some of that stuff is, especially knowing what happens at the end of the last season. There's some heavy emotional stuff going on. Just a fantastic show, and I recommend it to everyone. Not even League players. So there you go. That's what I've been watching and listening
Beautiful. Juicy.
There you go. Who
I-
wants the baton?
I can take that big old baton. I have one shout out here. The other night I went had a movie night with my friend, and you know sometimes I feel like a movie night can be kind of rough because you're looking around Netflix or whatever, and sometimes it takes like a half an hour to pick something. Then picking something you're like not into and the vibe's gone. But this was very different because we were trying to decide what we're gonna watch, and I went on my Google Keep, my app here, where I just have like a list of like 100 movies I haven't seen that I need to see.
Oh,
And I was like, okay, I'm just going to read off this list and you tell me one of these that you want to see. I read off the
good
first
strategy.
one, Fight Club, and she's like, oh, I haven't seen that. Let's watch it. And then we just watched Fight Club. And it was that was the best part is that
wow.
we literally, the first movie that we had as an option ended up getting picked. And so we didn't have to go through that whole rigmarole of browsing forever. So that was great. And yeah, so I finally have seen a little movie called Fight Club, which, yeah, it was a lot different than I was expecting. I mean, I feel like it's one of those movies that I've known there's a lot of stuff that happens in it, and so I've tried to, close the ears whenever people are talking about it to not get spoiled on certain things, and I've always kind of just had a preconception of, like, what the movie is, and it starts out that way a little bit for the first, like, maybe half an hour, but then it just, like, goes places and goes places and goes places and goes different directions, and I don't know. I guess spoilers open for Fight Club. Like, what are we dealing with here? Like, should I say it?
Have you guys seen Fight Club, Kirkland and Taylor?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do it for
Taylor,
Taylor.
you haven't
then.
seen Fight Club yet?
I'm waiting for us to
No.
retro this at some point because
I
I
feel
think
like I'm the guy who's never seen things, and now I've beat you to the punch on Fight Club.
It almost got picked at the we're picking our own movies. You mentioned you were gonna. Well,
Yeah,
of
I
course
almost
you're gonna go
did.
Shame. But
That's why I
And
was
then
waiting.
I could be wrong. I think Detail almost did too, but he did Goodfellas. So it's always close. So if I win one of these drafts next year, I'd love to put it in there because that to me is a masterpiece type of movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to watch it again for sure and
Yeah.
revisit it. So I won't say much because I don't want to spoil things for the young Haymitch over here. But yeah, it was fantastic. It was great. All the acting is outstanding. The vibe. It's such a gross and nasty movie.
The score.
The score is
Man.
super good. Yeah,
Oh.
it's just it's as good as everyone had it out to be. And even though I kind of had like not full on spoilers, but I knew certain things that were gonna happen, maybe it still got me, which is great. I think once again keeping the ears closed and avoiding too many specifics. But I think it's just that good of a movie. It really just it's selling you one thing and then you get fed something later. I'm trying to be super vague here for Mr. Field. So. Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I am excited to watch it again, and I'm sure I'll catch a lot of because there's specifically a lot of details in there, as you guys know, like
Oh, yeah.
specifically hard to see things and whatnot. So yeah, definitely one that I'm excited to see again.
Yeah,
Jared
Gwen's been
Leto
asking
movie.
to watch it. Jared Leto's best role, to be honest.
Yeah, he very much vanishes into the role. I didn't know it was him for a bit. I guess he was quite
Method
young then,
actor.
too. So, oh yeah, big time.
Method actor. Yeah. Yeah, Gwen's been asked to watch it because Emily says a lot about the first rule of Fight Club, and then she's like, "We need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it." And I'm like, no, like you're far off.
She's gonna
But-
be a young Travis fighting
Ev-
people in basements.
Yeah, I hope. I don't think that's allowed anymore. I think there's so much stuff that is
Social media would
Yes,
not allow
social
the
media would-
underground fight
No,
clubs
there's no
to
more
really happen.
undergrounds anymore. Just other than the dark web, and they're not fighting. They're
Right, it's all going online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fighting with their fingers. So, yeah. You know, what were you, Taylor?
Oh my goodness. I mean, movie wise,
Or anything? You could be watching, I don't know,
Or
paintball.
listening.
paintball. I mean, I watch
watch paintball?
reels sometimes, but I don't really watch any of like the hardcore tournaments or anything like that. I usually watch
Have you
like
ever?
speedball and stuff like that. I usually check in every once in a while and see.
What's that? What's
see
the difference?
Speedball. So you know the inflatable obstacles that they put up. So
Yep.
it's like a smaller course. It's usually like it's like really really fast paced. And these are the guys that like they have their
They're
pod
crawling.
belts. And
Are they
they're
like
crawling.
refilling as they're like
Oh yeah,
double
like
tapping
half
the
the
triggers?
pod.
Yeah.
That's exactly half the ammo
I've
just
seen
pours
those.
out of the gun onto the ground and not into their fucking hopper. It's just just crazy.
That's who I go
But,
up against when I go and play paintball like once every decade. And I'm wearing shorts and those guys show up.
Oh, I wanna get you guys out and do another round of paintball. Oh my god, that's a good time. That'd be a very
Much like
good
Fight Club,
time.
I've never played paintball before.
Next
Oh,
time
that's
you're in
fun.
town, Taylor
That's
will
fun.
ambush you.
We'll
Virgin
go.
paintball.
I remember getting Kirkland right in his bare ankle,
Oh,
skin,
yeah.
everything.
Oh.
It
That's
was
nothing
right
to
in
get-
the
Still there.
tank.
Getting shot in the dick. That was the last. That
You did
That's
get shot. Yeah.
that was the last. That was the last time I played paintball. The last game was getting shot in the dick. And I
and you
remember
got twins out of it.
Yeah, it must have powered me up. I was so pissed.
Split the atom.
There's how many people there, and most people are done, but I'm down to keep playing. This is Taylor's bachelor party. I'm down to keep playing, and it's like 5 people, right? So it's I think Kirkland may have been sitting out. Maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like it's 5 people. So for some reason, and I actually like your cousin James, but for some reason we do a 3-2 split, and he's on the 3. He's like always about how he's a fucking paintball god, but he's on the side that has more than enough people. That's fine. And then who do they give me as my partner? Scott. Now you all don't really have the context, but I feel like you've heard either Taylor's brother-in-law or the name Scott mentioned enough
Travis
that you would
loves
not.
talking about Scott.
I do. I wish I could have him on the podcast. I wish I could have him put us on the movie. He's such a character, but that comes with a lot of baggage as well. So being his partner, though, even more like the whole. I was responsible for this guy the whole bachelor party because I can't remember. Someone in Madsen's family told me like I gotta look after him. Maybe it was Taylor
He
or
was
he
taking
relayed
off
that
his
message.
helmet and you weren't watching when he was doing that.
Yeah, and then I lost him in the strip club at one point. I'm like, oh my god, my whole night is gonna be trying to find Scott in the fucking ethers of Kelowna. But anyways, so he's my partner, and he just decides to like, I don't know, Lord of the like Aragorn for Frodo it, right? And he just runs it there. He's taken out right away. You get shot like 4 times in paintball whenever we were playing. That's where you're out. And he just ran out there and he was taken out. So it's just me. It's just me, and I'm trying my best. Like, I think I got like a couple hits, didn't eliminate anybody, but I'm trying my best. And one time I stand up, and Taylor's cousin shoots me right in the dick, and it hit the tip of my dick, and it hurt. It taught me that I will never play paintball game without a cup because it was so. And I was like, "Oh, you got me, I'm out." And he's like, "No, you gotta get hit 3 more times." Like, "Oh yeah, no, you guys already got me. You just didn't see that." I quit right on the spot. I was downed. I was not moving on. It hurt so bad, and ever since then, the whole paintball time was a blast. But that last thing left such a bad taste in my mouth.
Is that why you're
Fearful of it.
the leaking Travis Snell tonight?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the
pee
surgery.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. I'd love to test out my new gun against you guys. It's a sweet electric marker, the Ether 2. Oh my god,
Oh God, I
the
don't like
Ether
that.
2.
More like the urethra too.
But yeah, what?
Going after Travis.
Oh!
What have I been watching? Yeah, in terms of movies, I have not seen anything really new. I think the only thing I've really been dabbling in is just It, Welcome to Derry, and then the Tulsa King.
Here's thoughts on.
Tulsa King, yeah. So Tulsa King, where I got caught up, and it was the penultimate episode, which I haven't watched yet, and the finale is this Sunday, so I'm excited. It's gonna be
You hear the drama with that show?
no.
Oh, like the showrunner left and all the staff like left, and they're trying to figure it all out and stuff. So
Well, you know what?
they'll
Season
figure
3
it
has
out.
been a damn good time. I'm very happy with it. And on top of that, The Landman Season 2 just dropped. So I'm going to have to watch The Landman Season 1 and watch this because it's just, I mean, all I've heard are just amazing things about that show. So what could really go wrong?
No, nothing for you. I think you're in.
No, nothing could go wrong. Yeah. What else though? I mean, no, I feel like I have watched a movie. What movie did I fucking watch?
You watch Santa Claus?
Thank you. That is what I watched. Yeah, and from what Travis has elaborated every single year, is it's very much impossible to not see it from the light of just this guy's sadistic and fucked up. Like he kidnaps his kid and leaves. I don't know in what context where he shows up, he's apologizing, he's trying to make amends. And he's not supposed to be there because they already have the restraining order
'Cause the
and the no
FBI
visiting
are
or whatever.
after him.
So he's there and he's like apologizing and whatnot. And this is before the cops come into play and the FBI come into play. Like he's just there trying to make amends. And he's like, "Can I just say goodbye?" And so his wife's like, "Okay," or his ex-wife's like, "Okay, sure." And then she leaves. And then the kid is like, "Oh, can I come with you?" And then Bernard, the fucking head elf, is like, "I don't have a problem with it." And then Santa Claus is like, "Okay," and then takes him. And then the ex-wife comes back, is like, "Where are you, Scott? Where are you?" And it's like, okay, how do you, as a person, you could just not see this as a red fucking flag? And now the
Well,
FBI
you forgot
goes
to
after
mention
him.
this is the part of the movie if people have not seen the movie in a while or haven't seen the movie. It's Tim Allen. He's turning into Santa. This is the point where eventually his whole family like finds out that he is Santa, right? But at this point, his ex-wife just thinks he's insane and he's dressing up as Santa, pretending to be Santa. So on Christmas Eve, all of a sudden he goes missing with their child and they can't find him anywhere. So you would think, from her perspective and what he does to her, just the worst of the worst. Like I don't care after if he reveals he's Santa. Like you got to go take him to court. Like imagine that your ex thinks there's some mythical creature, and then your child goes missing with that person. Not good stuff. I'm telling
Not
you.
good.
No. Low rating though. You get 3.5 out of 5.
That's
So-
what I
pretty good
didn't
That's
give
Naked
it
Gun
that this go around. Like that was a previous score that I already had in there from when I reviewed it last time. So I clicked it, I saw it, I was like, oh, I might change it to make it a little bit higher. But I definitely know I like the second one more. I like the toy soldier Santa and all that kind of stuff. And I like how he's going around trying to get his wife and shack up with a human to become immortal.
You like Molly Shannon in that movie when she sings her Santa song or whatever?
Molly Shannon. I need to see a face to go with the name.
That's Small Shannon.
Don't know who Molly Shannon is by name. Okay.
I do remember her now. Yes.
He doesn't remember at all. He's seen this one for the first time in his life.
I think the only time I would recognize her is, I guess How the Grinch Stole Christmas. She plays Cindy Lou Who's mom.
Nothing on SNL, hey? Decades of
crazy.
SNL.
Yeah.
I have
Legendary
honestly,
skits, sweaty
I have
balls.
barely watched any
You
SNL.
ever seen Superstar?
No. But you know what I have seen?
Come on.
I've
How
seen
about
this
Ricky
great
Bobby?
movie called Envy. Envy, fantastic.
Yeah, Ricky. She's in
Ricky Bobby.
No.
Oh yeah, she is in Rick. She's in Talladega
I
Nights.
feel the
Yeah.
vibration
She's so
going up my leg.
so good.
That it, Taylor?
The best.
Yeah, pass the buck.
Yeah, I talked about a bit on Trash Telly, but I finished Stranger Things, all 4 seasons, so prep for next week. Excited for that. Still a great show. I haven't rewatched it other than maybe season 1 in a while, and mostly all holds up for the most part. Finished The Beast in Me. That was all right. I got a further review on Trash Told You. If you like Matthew Reeves, highly recommend it. I watched Edward Scissorhands this week because I was going to watch it with the girls, but I remembered like last minute, like a couple days before I thought I was going to show them, there's like a scene where a woman tries to seduce Edward Scissorhands, and I was like, oh, how bad is that scene? And then I watched me like, yeah, it's a little too much because it's a shame. Like you take that part out, the rest of the movie is like very Nightmare Before Christmas, like some of the darker family stuff that they like, and I think they'd get a kick out of seeing one because they've seen Pirates now, so that'd be Jack Sparrow. But for them, they're massive fans. Like they were earlier this year spamming Beetlejuice 2 over and over. So if they were to see Winona at that age, I think they get like there's so much stuff they'd get a kick out of, but not quite ready yet. But I love that movie. That's an underrated Christmas movie. Edward Scissorhands, big fan of that.
Christmas movie? Is it?
Yeah, it takes place during Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Just like
Yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Just like Jurassic World.
Okay, Jurassic
Die
World,
Hard.
not a Christmas movie. Eyes Wide Shut, Christmas movie. Die Hard, not a Christmas movie. Edward Scissorhands, Christmas movie.
You just said takes place during Christmas.
yeah.
So you just
Yeah, but there's
explained
lots
your
of Christmas
formula.
themes. There's what I've said before. Die Hard, you could replace the holiday with any holiday, and it works. Edward Scissorhands, it's not. The whole
Yeah, but the
third
holiday
act's
is
about
Christmas, which makes it a
and it's
Christmas
all about
movie.
why it snows. No, it doesn't matter. It's a movie that takes place during Christmas. Very different distinction there. Rewatched 28 Years Later. That was great because Emily hadn't seen that, so we watched that together. Got to see the Alpha again. That was great. Watched that Christmas, and that's about it. And right now, I guess I said this before, but now I didn't want to continue watching. I want to knock off some more 2025 movies, but I've fallen back into 6 Feet Under. I haven't watched this since I've been dating Emily, and it's kind of scary. I'm not sure if you guys have had this with any shows or anything like that, but I watched this before, like I watched it when I was younger, and then spam watched it many times. But it was before being in a long-term relationship, before having kids, before being like married or anything like that. And it's just crazy that when I watch, it's just pure entertainment. And now I'm watching, it's like, oh my god, these are things I'm going through. These are things about life. Like and I don't think I've had that with anything else yet that felt so. I guess maybe because it's just been such a long watch. Because maybe it's something if there was adulting though, it's like okay, I watched it when I was younger, but then only a couple years later I watched it. Where this has been like a long decade break, and man, it was very very like melancholy and lots of reflection of death. This is like a minor spoiler, but the family is a funeral home family, so it's Peter Caruso, Michael C. Hall. This was a big break, and every episode, the first 5 minutes is a death, and you're meeting who their client is that week. So it shows you a little about their life and how they die, and sometimes it's very comedic, sometimes it's very tragic, sometimes it's a mix of the two. But man, there's just certain times, and it actually informs some of my Christmas shopping I did. I'm getting my everybody, my mom, dad, stepmom, my auntie, those books. I'm not sure you've seen them. They're like blank, I want to know your story thing. And it's just like 50 pages where it asks them things about their childhood or high school or things like that. And that's where, because there's this whole episode where Nate, he goes back to like clean up his dad's like belongings because he's passed away. And he's like, I don't know anything about my dad. Now, granted, his character's in a different situation. I feel like I know my dad, but there's stuff where I'm like, man, there's like a finite time where things, because that character dies because he gets hit by a bus. So it's like, there's no warning, nothing like that. And that's the whole thing of, man, I didn't spend enough time or know enough. So I was like, the show's just very, like, way more self-reflective than I think I picked up, even though I had in my top 10 when we did the top 10. Now as an adult, and just, I'm only 32, but I feel like you look more like at morality or immortality and all that type of stuff a bit more, and just like how short and quick life can be. So no, it's been great. So I was planning like, I'll watch an episode here or two. I think I'm gonna steamroll that thing because I'm loving that show again. It's fantastic. If people haven't seen it, it's on Crave or HBO. It's in that era of Sopranos and The Wire, but the 6 Feet Under, man, it's good stuff. So anything else? Okay, we're going to take our first ad break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So we're going to start off with some Patreon questions because they can kind of guide us through. Yeah, we're going to do Patreon questions. I'll guide some topics, and then I did see some chats in there, but we'll bring those up for the box office stuff. But Superman Mike, let me bring up the exact way you asked it. But it did come out. Where is it here? Oh, man, Patreon, their comments sometimes aren't the greatest here. I'm sorry. Thoughts on the news of Punisher not returning to Daredevil Born Again Season 2? Do you think it's a worth-off trade of him being a brand new day? So what do you guys think about that? The executive of, one of the executives of brand new, or too many B's, Born Again, said that Frank Castle's not in there. Obviously, I guess it could always be a swerve. He could be in there, but I'll start with you, Spider-Boy. If it is the trade-off, and there is no, also we got the special, but he's not going to be in Season 2, you think that's a worthy trade? You fine with that? Or would you rather him be with the Devil Man?
I think it is a worthy trade at this point in time. Maybe we'll circle back to this after we've seen the project and can judge it there. Because I've already seen Frank Castle pop off with the Daredevil of Hell's Kitchen, and just some really great appearances in the original Netflix Daredevil show, and then really liked his quick although it being like very short. I did like him at least appearing in the new show. So I think I'm willing to take that gamble of like, okay, we'll say goodbye to him here and then see him paired up with Tom Holland Spider-Man. That's just really exciting, and what potential could be there. However, maybe it's just like super nerfed down version. I think they'll do him right, despite like the limitations of the maturity rating, I still think that they'll do a really good job with the two, because they're just very stark contrasting characters. Like Spider-Man is being such like a jovial neighborhood Spider-Man, like Frank Castle has murdered fucking platoons of bad guys. Like his body count is monstrous at this point in time. And yeah, no, I'm just really excited for that. So yes, I do think it's worth the gamble, but little asterisks on it, because we'll revisit this in the future.
Of course, yeah. Is anyone on the opposite side?
No, not really.
No, Mike, I think you might be alone here.
Hate to be a
you know?
boring panel.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like what Kirkland said. To me, it's all about the timing as well, because it's what I said in the Discord, where I feel to get the stars aligned sometimes for these Marvel, Sony Spider-Man movies, you never know how it's going to go. And I could see there being a version where, if Berthnall wasn't in this movie, he never interacted with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, right? It just didn't work out for, he's doing this movie, he's doing this series, he's off there, Sony and Marvel broken up again. Because that could be another thing, right? Because obviously Dylan and Terry talk about in the newscast, we'll talk a little Doomsday stuff in a second, but the Toby thing, that's them using one of their spots, right? Like the contract things, and that's where I think they've signed to do the one more where, okay, so Toby's in Doomsday, and then they produce a Sony movie with Tom Holland, which they're doing, and then Tom Holland, we assume, is going to be in Secret Wars, and then they'd have to re-up. So what happens if that happens, right? After Secret Wars, if Sony's like, nah, we're good again, right? Obviously, last time I feel like it was for, maybe they're kind of like showboating a little bit in the public, but what if this time they're legitimately like, yeah, we don't want to work with Disney anymore, we're fine, we're happy, and then it's like, oh, we could never have that Berthnall Holland thing again, right? Where I think even, I'm hoping we get a Born Again season 3, but even if we don't, I don't feel like Charlie Cox is going to go away. I feel like they would cycle him into something, because I think if Feige and company didn't like him, they wouldn't have brought him back in the first place to do this. They would have just not touched Daredevil for a while and just be like, okay, we'll recast him when we get there. So I feel even if Daredevil gets canceled, maybe he'd be in Thunderbolts or Midnight Suns or even Avengers, and you could get him doing other stuff, and you can get Berthnall and him back together. And even like Kirkland said, we've gotten a lot of them, right? Season 2, Born Again, and season 2 there was quite a bit of them together too, right? It wasn't just just a cup of coffee. So I'm all for it, but also, yeah, if Brand New Day sucks, if what they do with Punisher sucks, if they give him like a, I don't know, if he's been a Skrull the whole time storyline.
Oh man.
Like there's obviously ways we've seen that they can botch this. The thing I do worry about, the kind of lessening him down, I don't like the rumors of him having a sidekick. I know he has a sidekick in the comic books, but I really have no interest in him having it. Like, to me, the main event is him interacting with Ruffalo and Holland. I don't also need, like, here's another person that's like me and clean up the streets. Like, I don't really want any of that at all. Unless it's like a sidekick that dies, like, first scene, sure. But if it's someone that's concurrently through the plot, I don't really want that. So, yeah, there's a chance they could really, PG-13 him down. But as of right now, I'm optimistic, so.
What's his partner's name?
I'll find out.
Ooh, the partner's name. It's a two-sided thing of, like, I feel like the Punisher stuff was some of the best content in Daredevil season 1, but we also know that was kind of a troubled development, and hopefully season 2 is a bit more smooth sailing, and so it doesn't feel like we need Bernthal in there to, like, pick up the quality overall. But if it's like a soul for a soul thing, like, yeah, I'll trade him off in like a TV show series that he was barely in season 1, to be clear, for a movie appearance and the special. Like, I think he only wants to do so much Punisher. He probably wants to do other creative projects in his acting career. And so when you factor in that, yeah, he's doing the special and the movie, maybe other stuff as well. Like that's a lot of his calendar already taken up. So I think that's a good trade. And maybe feels like too soon in a way to like put him up on the big screen, in that he's like just new to the MCU. But like, no, him playing this character has been a thing for like a decade now almost. So it feels like, okay, it's time for him to go to the big screen. And if it had to be a trade with Daredevil, I think that's totally fine. And yeah, I feel like Daredevil needs to stretch its legs a little bit and figure out what its new identity is with this MCU era. So I'm all for this trade.
Mm-hmm. Her name is Rachel Cole Alves. I don't think I've ever read this run, and obviously because her hair color, a lot of people had the Sadie Sink connection going on, right? Like, is that was going on? I don't think that's the case. I think it just happens to be like a coincidence. But she does have that color hair. She didn't dye her hair on the filming that she's been doing for the movie, so I guess there's always a shot. But like, to me, I would also just like, I don't know. That to me seems below her, in my opinion. If I was on the Sadie Sink train, be like, you're just gonna be like Punisher's sidekick. That I don't know. I would assume it's gonna die off, or just. I just feel like there's obviously you'll get a lot of people. I guarantee if this is the case, come No Way Home or Brand New Day, you'll get a lot of red eye thumbnails of, oh look, they made Punisher woke. He's a female side person, even though it's from the comics. But like, I do think there's a lot of people like myself that just like, I don't need him to have an additional person with them right now. Like the juice to me is Holland and Bernthal in a room together talking about morals and ethics. I don't need someone on the side being like, well, Frankie has a point. Like I don't need that type of stuff. And when we do, that's what Karen is, right? Who's also a redhead. But like that's the thing. So and I guess that's the other thing we talked about in the Discord too, where it seems like in season 4, which I'm not, or season 2, I guess, of Born Again, that they're putting Matt and Karen back together, which I don't like. I like them better as friends in the show. And I feel like if they're dating, Frank would, it kind of feel awkward to have Frank around because he always has like some sort of attractive to Karen. So I guess you could do some tension there, but like, do I want Frank in a love triangle storyline? No. Like, so
they would just bring in another blonde character. Isn't that usually his weakness? He's soft with
Frank or
blonde
Matt?
characters. Frank.
I don't know. Where are you getting that information from?
I just feel like we talked about that he's come across a couple blonde ladies in the past.
I guess we'll have to see.
I have no memory of
2026.
this place.
Look out, we're doing the retrospective. If people don't know, we're doing, obviously, Kirkland and Taylor are doing the 2 seasons of the shows, and then the rest of us are going to be doing the is it 3? Yeah, 3 movies. We got 3 movies to do, which will be very fun. So, yeah, there you go. So this is kind of a twofer. I'm going to start off to set you guys up because I'm going to show some of the stuff. I think we're fine. But S-Bubs said, seeing all these supposed leaks of Doomsday and people debating if they're AI or not got me to this question. And I wanted to just show it up here. Have you guys seen any of these supposed leaks going around?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
I'll bring up. There is nothing of crucial. There's nothing big, nothing like that. It's just so what people are thinking is, which I can try and I'll do a quick scroll, but it's a lot of these type of images, right? Where it's people. hang on, we're good there. But it's a lot of these images where it's them on the white screen, and people are kind of thinking. Do you remember the Avengers Endgame posters where it was a lot of like the characters and then
Yeah.
an A, and so people are kind of thinking like that's what these could be. There's some that are like this Doctor Strange thing. People have shown like, oh, some about the strings AI, this or that. But I guess what people have kind of figured out that why these aren't getting taken down is the working theory is the person that's leaking these, who did leak the No Way Home set photos, so there's some credence to them. They're leaking some that are AI and some that aren't, so they won't get flagged because they'll just be like the automatic thing like, oh, it's AI, it's fine. But like, for example, this one with Toby, I agree with people. If this is a Toby behind the scenes photo, it's been touched up because I'm not trying to be mean. His hair, unless he's gone to Turkey, his hair is not that thick anymore. If you look at him in No Way Home, it's not that level. He's a 50-year-old guy, so it's not like a insult. And even this Brie Larson one, like,
Well,
to
they're
me,
always touched up, right? We're never seeing the actual people, right?
well, but I mean, like, if you look at his hair in No Way Home, though, I mean, like, it's like, oh, you mean just these photos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. But even this Brie Larson one, to me, like, this looks like I don't know. I'd have to look at the.
Are these the only photos that are leaked?
There's a couple. There's one of Foggy, which apparently the Foggy one is real. It's I'll try and find. Oh, of course it's gone now. But I will. What was the one you wanted to see, Kirkland? I was scrolling by here.
Oh, it didn't really
Is it
matter.
this one?
It was just
Okay.
It was just, yeah, like the first look.
Yeah, so there's these ones going around. Also, the Andrew Garfield one. That is
Nice.
not
Oh,
real.
yeah,
That
that's
is
real.
that's
Looks
not real
very
at
real.
all. I'm trying to find, and then these are other ones that have leaked this week of the supposed concept art for what Doom's going to be looking like. Maybe we don't
Look at that
know.
bottom photo when he's got the shades on. That's I
Well,
like
no,
that
that's
one.
Steve.
Okay.
Because
He looks more
supposedly
like Bucky there.
Steve is supposed to be playing Nomad in the movie because he's not going to be Captain America now, right? But I'll see if I can try and find the Kevin Feige one.
Hey.
Let's see. No, I don't. I'll try and find it
Nobody's in
elsewhere.
there.
But there is a Kevin Feige one out there of him wearing the hat. Oh, maybe I found it. No, I didn't. There's just the guy.
What was
from
that
fucking
X-Men
Wicked.
comic book? Can you scroll back to that?
No,
What was that
it's gone.
menopause thing?
That's all gone. I'll see if I can find. I'll start sharing this one. But yeah, I don't know what the idea is, if they're real or not or everything. But it sounds like Toby's in this movie, so I would imagine so. I'll find this Kevin
Just
Feige
pictures
one.
of actors. Who cares?
I think it's just like the outfits and what they're gonna look like and stuff like that.
It's
Like,
such similar outfits that we've seen in the past, though. Like nothing
Yeah.
really. Yeah,
I think the Doom
nothing
one's the
changes
big
my
thing,
pulse
though.
at all by seeing those images, whether they're real or fake at all.
Yeah, like obviously it doesn't change my excitement for the movie, but like the Doomsday, the way his face is looking and everything like that, like that's like a big,
Like
you know.
Doom? You said
But that one's not
Doomsday.
even a leak. That's just concept art. Or that one's not even like a real picture though.
Well, okay, but if it's concept art, it's like what the idea he would look like, right? If in the movie, and that because sometimes Doom is scarred and sometimes he's not. There's a Kevin Feige one right in the middle there, you know, and there is one
Fake.
supposedly of Robert Downey's arm over him or something
100%
like that.
fake.
But yeah, I'm trying to
Hang
find.
on, go back to
Debunking
Doctor
this.
Strange. What was he using there? Because that looks like the power of the Time Stone. But
Well,
the
they-
Time Stone's gone.
No, they already showed in Multiverse of Madness, like he has the Iaga model. They just never explain how he got it back. Like I think he just has it as like the container now. Nothing's in it.
But it's
Yeah.
green.
But it's green though. Like that's what happens when he's using the Time Stone. But the Time Stone's destroyed and gone. So
Well, maybe he got it back though, right?
interesting.
Fake
You
as
know.
hell.
You think they're all fake, Dylan?
100%. Yeah.
You think that Doom stuff is fake too with his face?
Hang
and
on, go
everything?
to Loki. Does
Oh,
Loki
here's
wearing
the one.
loafers?
Here's the one. This is supposed to be him and Down. That's Downey supposedly right there. But that's the one. And then that's one I think is not real.
Looks pretty. Looks fake.
Has Feige ever like
that looks
been
as
hopping in
real as
these
the Toby
photo
one.
shoots with people?
Maybe he did, right? But look at this right there. 1% AI.
God.
They're saying it's 1%. You know. So what were you saying? Loki is loafers.
Go back to Loki. I want to see if he's got the loafers in there. Because if he does, then we know it's true.
Loki Loaf.
Well, it's hard to see with this because
No.
it's pretty
Zoom
small.
in, depixelate.
If the zoom in does it? No, it does nothing. Look at this. It's getting further away, if anything.
That guy's comment on the right. Oh yeah, these are definitely fake.
That was me.
Yeah. But that is what's been going on this week. and,
Cool.
yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So
Excited to see the full movie.
I thought there'd be more juice. That was
the juice was the Doomsday like
just
face.
actors.
Okay.
That's like
I'll stop.
that's not
Well,
juice.
okay. So I guess so obviously because you guys had talked about it, but I think the juice was the two things was the scars, but it was that there was a rumor that Toby was coming back, and then this week someone's like, "Oh, put out this stuff," right? So I think it was just more confirmation if they're doing these type of photos with him. Obviously, he's like 100% there. There's
team timing's too convenient. They're just trying to get clicks.
Well, yeah, and then there's also people got worried too because supposedly on set he's wearing a mocap suit, but then some scooper debunked it. And was like, well, he's just wearing a mocap suit because his actual suit wasn't ready. Lots of people were worrying he was going to be rocking like a Iron Spider sort of gimmick, So
Ooh.
yeah,
Toby and the Spider.
I hope not. But hang on, last one I can show you. There's two more close-up ones too. You're asked about Loki. You can't see his loafers, but you can see his head more.
That's what he wants to see, though.
I know, but I don't have his loafers. I just got this big screenshot of his head. Yeah.
Long
But yeah,
hair.
they're all people we know about, right? Other than her, and actually, well, okay, I guess that's the thing, right? Like we just assume that they're in there, but if those are real, Cumberbatch and Larson aren't confirmed for this movie, right? So I guess that's the other reason why people are like, oh, they're there because they weren't on the chairs. So those would be
But
surprises.
they're in the white photos and the chair.
Yeah, but those
people
are
aren't
leaks,
in the
Kirk.
white
Stone,
photos.
all of a sudden.
So
The chairs are official.
moving on.
Things change.
Esbub says, what fake leak or fake trailer in the past actually fooled you or had you believing it was real? I can't think of a trailer that got me, but I accidentally read a leak of deaths and killers in Scream 6, so I muted everything Scream related, only found out it was fake while watching the movie, and the leak didn't match up. Maybe the leak was better, because Scream 6, those killers were not great. But Kirkland, I know you've been at least one time fooled by a trailer.
We'll say maybe once, maybe more than once, but the iconic one was, I don't even know if it was me and Amber that got fooled.
It was
or
you
if was-
both.
if it was just me, but I remember
Your two
specifically-
bloopers. If you want to watch it, it's there.
And it was, was it live reaction? Like, did you film me watching it?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. We got recording evidence, and it was for Venom, I believe, with Tom Hardy. A couple clips from like previous films that I haven't seen, and there was one specific shot of like, it was like a shot of like a car radio, but it was like really poorly like edited over, where like the text over the radio was like actually moving in the scene, and like it's a really quick scene. But I remember just watching the trailer, and I'm like, this trailer fucking sucks. It looks like a fan made trailer, and then it's like,
oh, what do you think? I'm like, well, that's just like, I can't believe that's the first Venom trailer. That's so great. Like, so like flags were going off, but never did I think like, no,
there were
that's
scenes from
that's just
Resident
fake.
Evil in that.
There was.
in that
That's what they
movie.
used for Carnage.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that creature now. But still, like, especially that being pretty much pre-AI era, where now I just see AI videos every single day that I go on. So like maybe now I assume a video that maybe doesn't look AI is just like an AI fake. But back then, man, I was like, there is no fake trailers. This everything's real. It's also going back to the good old. The new next gen consoles on YouTube era of like the Xbox 720 and just those like ridiculous versions, or like the classic what Super Saiyan 9 looks like, and it's just the most ridiculous drawing of someone with super long hair. So yeah, I have been fooled.
There's
Maybe
another
more
one
than
you're-
once.
There's another
No,
one you're
I
forgetting
think
too.
it was just the Venom one.
Wasn't there?
No.
Wasn't there one with like a big Ryan Gosling one or something?
That's
Remember that?
probably.
I remember there being like shots from like Drive or something, and it was like some other movie that was
that I got
using-
fooled on specifically, or it's
I
just
don't
a
remember
fake
who.
one.
It
Yeah,
might have been
okay.
me.
Okay. I don't remember that.
Yeah, me neither. Distant memory.
There's one from this year, Kirkland. I feel like you're forgetting.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
you lost a pizza bet for it, even though Taylor
Where's your
kindly.
evidence? Where's your image?
I was trying to find the
won't find
image
it.
again. There's
I
a whole
deleted
trailer.
all of that
but
evidence.
I
Don't we
saw
have
that
any, banners or something.
it's gone. He literally got rid of it because he didn't want to show. But yeah, Kirkland. You
I
go
never
back.
truly believed that. That's all I'm gonna say. Statement closed.
You should have cashed on that pizza, Taylor. You let him off easy. People that don't know,
yeah.
it was earlier this year. There was some. It was while I was gone. There was some trailer for Last of Us, and Kirkland either watched the wrong one or something. And like the thumbnail though was like Ellie completely like dolled up in all makeup, like getting like running away from a clicker in a very like sexual
so
sort
ridiculous.
of pose. I don't even see it anymore. They might take it down because YouTube's been taking down those AI trailers, so maybe it's gone.
As they
But
should.
it is somewhere on the cast. So that was another one that Kirkland got
Well, those
fooled by.
ones,
So
those dirty trailers, because they have like 90% the actual trailer, and then they just splice in like 2 or 3 scenes, right? So
Yeah.
it's easy to be fooled.
yeah,
Thank you, Don.
I don't think that one was easy to be fooled because the thumbnail.
was.
But
It was. Well, like I didn't see the thumbnail when I watched it though. I just watched the trailer, and that photo is not even in. It might be in the fake trailer, but still, because I remember I watched the fake trailer, and then we talked about it on the cast, and then I was asking these guys, I'm like, what the fuck were they doing with this thumbnail? This doesn't make any sense. And then that's where we pulled it up because they're like, no, that isn't true. And then
Oh,
it
I
was
found
literally
it. I'm gonna pop
above.
it in here.
It was above
Awesome.
like the
Hell
HBO
yeah.
like actual like account, which is just so ridiculous when they're able to get above on the top search. But whatever.
and I remember I was listening to audio, and then when I pulled the video, I went in the Discord right away. I was like, "What do you think?" Like, because I was like everybody else, just listening to the audio as usual, just having to hear you describe it. But when I saw this actual photo that Taylor's going to pop up, I could not believe, one, that he believed it, but two, that he made a pizza bet for it. He made a pizza bet.
That
We
was
hadn't
wild.
we hadn't had
Yeah.
many pizza bits around that time. Now there's been too many, so I was just trying to spice things up.
Yeah, Kirkland's getting ready to buy me a pizza soon, boys. He
what one?
he made
We'll
some
see.
Football bet with
It's
me.
not
and-
done.
No, you're done. You're done. Your team ain't getting to the playoffs.
No,
you know?
anything can happen. Anything can happen. It'd be a strike, then it would forfeit the.
Oh
whole
God,
Strikes are from bowling.
Taylor, are you ready for that, or should I bring up my video I want to show?
Talk for about 15 more seconds. I'm just converting it.
Be
Just
done in 15
converting it.
seconds.
Why didn't you
though.
just screen share it? You didn't have to like fully pop it back in.
No,
doesn't
I'm
wanna show what's on the
popping
screen.
it fully back in. This is something I'm gonna pop up in the future.
It's good when
I might still
handy.
have the photo. You could have just asked me to put it back in. But
You still have the
Here
photo
it comes. Here it comes,
No, I
boys.
don't.
on your desktop? Okay, this is the anticipation is
Loading
building.
in, loading in.
That's what says the guy who made the Xbox 720 YouTube video is an Epic Games dev nowadays. Oh, that's cool. Good
That's
for him.
awesome.
I don't think I saw a single one of those 720 videos though. So
what? Come on.
No, I
Holds
never was
4
part of that.
discs. There you go.
Jeez,
Look at that.
Louise.
That's season 3. That's the only thing that was wrong about that.
No, it's a trailer 3, season 2,
Trailer
trailer 3. You got some
What? Like look at her
dyslexia going
fingers
on.
too. She's got Yeah.
And the other thing,
Should've
I love
looked at
that you
this
said the
longer.
HBO logo. No, the thing that threw it off is Max. It was on HBO. It wasn't on Max. It was on HBO as well too. So
It's
everything,
all red flags.
it's all red
I
flags.
think
but
I know
Kirk-
that though.
She has,
You know what? You
yeah,
think
she
I know
has
the
two
I would
index
hope.
fingers, two pinky fingers.
Yeah.
I was
I would
looking at
hope.
that. I was looking at the Clipper's eyes in this photo.
Jeez Louise. Well, thanks,
good
Taylor, for bringing
times.
that back up to have that. I couldn't think of any really big ones except for this one. So I saw this in 2015. Just going to play it. Let you guys figure this out. Everyone thought this was legit. I thought it was legit too. So this is taking you back to 2015.
This came out before the movie came out.
Yes, which had happened before with other end credits. So this is the end credits to Age of Ultron. It's a window cleaner. It's cleaning the Avengers Tower right now, or building close to it. And this was right around the time that Sony and Marvel struck that deal for Spider-Man to be in the things. And this is the... And everybody thought this was it.
That's a pretty decent fake trailer.
For 2015, yeah, that's what this was like. For 2015, and especially at that time, other end credits had leaked. It just seemed like the norm. The deal happened, and that felt like a way where it's like, okay, clearly you could have someone do that, but you don't have to cast that actor yet. That's very easy. Of just like a fun, always clean the window. That's it. But I can't remember. I think it came out like a few days before the actual end credits. But for a while, people were. That was like, oh man, he's going to be Avengers. There was just like a, like just giddiness in the air of, oh my god, we're getting him. Luckily we only got him like a year later. It didn't take that long. Like Civil War happens, and but it was like, oh man, we're in the promised land. Because at that point too, people got to take yourself back. That was a historic deal. When I remember seeing that IGN article of Spider-Man joining the Avengers, going to be the MCU, and then obviously a few weeks later that Andrew Garfield wasn't coming with them. But like that was massive. The fact that Spider-Man did that. So I think we were just kind of easy marks to get caught on, fake Spider-Man content and stuff. So
What about the I Am Victor? Did that one get you?
no, I never had didn't get. Even though it was,
Is that in the system? I want to see that again.
I don't think we ever uploaded
I Am
it.
Victor.
I don't know if we ever did upload
That was your
it.
leaked
I
Fantastic Four
Am
end
Victor,
credit, right?
yeah.
Is that what happened?
It was, but again, other than I Am Victor, it was real.
Pretty, yeah.
I'll see if I can find that one too. But Dylan, did you figure out what the Ryan Gosling one maybe would have been?
No, I've been racking my brain. I just no, I can't pull it, and I don't know if I have another one. I can't think of being fooled, being bamboozled in the past. I'm sure it's happened, but I can't recall.
Mm-hmm. Taylor?
So I can't think of a specific scenario, but I know I was very proactive when I was younger at trying to track down sequels that just didn't exist at the time. So the big one for me was, it was like 2005, and I was constantly Googling everyday Jurassic Park 4, and there were fake movie posters that some very much convinced me, but there were never really any trailers. Maybe the one instance that could have really fucking fooled me, and I just gotta make sure.
Fucking fool. He was mad about it. How long is this going to take you, Taylor?
I got it. So 1998, this movie comes out, and when I was young, I just ate this movie up. It was fucking great. Me and my cousin watched it all the time. Godzilla, Roland's film. Got it.
Oh God!
And
right, we're doing a watch along with Superbad Mike in 2027.
That's
Make sure
right,
everyone's
Mike.
there for that.
You're
That
there.
after 9.
So I remember that movie ended on the biggest cliffhanger, and I was so stoked. And I'd be Googling it constantly, trying to see anything about a sequel. And the movie had that signature, like the green text that would go across the screen, like, Manhattan, testing site, whatever, all these different like locations and different things. And so I was randomly, it was years later, and I was scrolling through cable at my grandparents' house, and this movie popped up, and it was like a military submarine. It looked like it was a newer movie, and then that green text went along. I was like, holy fuck, is this it? Is this the fucking sequel? Because this, I the internet was young back then, so I wasn't I just thought that this was the fucking movie, and I kept watching. I was like, no, this is some NCIS shit that I was not really interested in at the time. So I was like, damn. So
NCIS. That was like the 1983 or whatever, like Yellowstone. That was that before Yellowstone. NCIS. That's like the demographic was like 60 and up.
Really?
My mom loved that show.
Yes,
for
it was
whatever
all.
reason.
Absolutely, people love that show of The Last Generation. They can't get enough of Mark Harmon and the NCIS people. But
They're still spamming those shows. There's so many of those still.
yeah.
Yeah, there is.
I found the Victor video. I'll pull that up here. Good one. Make sure it's not too loud.
Don't be afraid. I'm a friend of your father's.
I am Victor. I am Victor.
So bad.
You guys on the Weekly Geek, you talked about that rumor about, Kirkland, if you haven't heard it, you're going to hear it now, that rumor of Doom, Steve going back in time, causing some accident that like causes Doom to be disfigured, and he loses his child and wife. There's like another add-on since then to that rumor that some people, I can't remember, I think it's still low tier, but someone put out that wife and child might be suing this kid in another universe, which would be pretty crazy, I feel. Right? If you imagine that multiverse, he's married to Sue, and obviously they've had some dinglings in the past in comic books and whatnot, so
Some dinglings. Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah. Yeah, I'd like that. I could be down
like
for
that.
him being,
be fun.
puts Reed in an awkward situation too, because
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing this woman who's, your former wife and child and stuff. So, obviously they should look somewhat different. I don't think the child should look exactly the same because I don't think
but
that would make much sense. But
But wouldn't the story be that Doom's version died, and that's why he's coming after this version?
well, no, but I meant like if they do flashbacks, obviously his wife can look like Vanessa Kirby, right? But the kid shouldn't look exactly like their Franklin because that'd be kind of like because there's Pedro's genes in there, so you'd feel like if Pedro Pascal and Robert Downey Jr. have a child with Vanessa Kirby, I'm gonna assume they look somewhat different, right?
Right.
See what I'm putting
Yeah,
down?
I guess that's if there's a flashback, you'd have to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Maybe they made that the daughter though. Maybe because they haven't had the daughter yet, Valerian or whatever.
That'd be
That'd be a
wise.
fun, that'd be a fun thing. So.
Potentially.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, there we go. Those are the times we've been fooled and whatnot. So let me go down and see. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll get into this soon. There's a couple questions about. Well, I can rattle out this one. Maddie Siggs asks, "Have any of you checked out Chad Powers? If not, do you plan to do so? I haven't seen. Just curious. No, I might give it a shot. I like Glenn Powell. I like that it is kind of Mrs. Doubtfire light, but just the problem is either there's new stuff I'd rather watch or there's just even old stuff I'd rather watch. There's just too much to watch. So I think it's coming back for a season 2. So it's like a maybe. I think I just need to meet some more people that have actually seen it, whether it's people in the pod or people in real life, to tell me if it's like worth watching. I just
That's what
feel like
Maddie's looking for right now.
yeah, right. Like I feel like everyone's doing that, which is funny. I
I
think it's
watched
just
like a quarter of the first episode
yeah.
and then didn't go back.
So that's not a good.
There you go.
Like low and
I just
review.
wasn't in the mood. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, really was not interested in it as a full series. I like the idea of like how that started. I think it was like Eli Manning like dressed up as Chad Powers and like went to like a training camp and like did the whole shtick. And it like that was fun to see as like a YouTube video versus like a whole TV series.
Yeah.
I think it's just too goofy of an idea for me to really get, and like just the clips I've seen haven't itched me the right direction. So I'll wait for you, Maddie, to tell me how amazing it is to convince me if that day ever comes.
And like, no way is he nowhere on the tier of Glenn Powell. But I also just wonder if they did that show with Peyton Manning, if it would be like more
Eli
enticing for people. Oh, was it
Or
Eli
just
Manning?
or just Peyton Manning.
Okay, if it's Eli, I take it back. No, Eli. I don't get me wrong. I defend Eli, but if it was Peyton in there, I was like, "Oh, Peyton, that'd be something really special," because he was a killer on SNL. Man, he has some great skits. Everyone should watch. I can't remember what the actual skit's called, but he's going to play with a bunch of kids and just teach them some football, but then he takes it really serious and he's just like abusing them. Like it's all fun SNL abuse, but it's just really good stuff. And it's because like the whole Peyton Manning's image is all like he's a super nice guy and he just loses on his kids. He's throwing footballs at them. He's throwing them in the porta potties. Like it's a top tier like 2000s SNL like
a fun
digital
video,
thing. Yeah,
Get
it's
him in
great.
the new what's that movie called? Will Ferrell, Kicking and Screaming. Get him in the new version of that. Because isn't that Don't they have like a football guy come in to help coach in that movie? So there you go. You could do the new
Never
version.
saw
with
it.
Peyton Manning. You've never
never
seen
s-
Kicking and Screaming?
No, I think
I love that movie.
I think there was just a time where it would look too family friendly, and that's what I was looking for with Will Ferrell, and he was doing that, right? Kind of like how The Rock did, like Tooth Fairy and Spaceman. Like I just felt like there was like 3 years Will Ferrell was like, I'm gonna do family friendly movies, and I was out, you know. So
I first time I watched that movie was at a birthday party, and we watched Signs for the first time, and it was terrifying. Yeah. So we start.
muted. Wow.
We started Signs and then ended with Kicking and Screaming because we would have had nightmares.
Good combo.
As those kids. Because
gotta
we were like
read
the
it.
age of the Vominos children.
Move, children.
Like that specific scene was so scary. Like we were screaming.
Yeah.
Bunch of little boys. It was fun.
Listeners, I will re-upload that clip and bring the audio down. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know it was that loud when I upload it. So in the future,
That scene with the Vamonos children, but then another scene later on when like they're banging on the door of the cellar trying to get in, and then it like they pan around because like they
man.
stopped coming through the door. They pan around and hit like the hand was on the boy's
Yeah.
shoulder. He's like, "What?" It's like, "Fuck."
That movie
Chills.
is amazing. I gotta watch it.
okay, now we go into some other Patreon questions here that we're going to tie in the draft updates here because some questions go around that and then with box office and stuff coming up. So right now in the superhero draft 2025, no one has any points yet. Obviously that one's a bit later in the year. We do that around Comic-Con time, even though there was no Comic-Con. Right now, Dylan currently has Ana de Armas, Sean Gunn as his star pick.
On
Glenn-
Armis, she's been circling.
She has been. There's been rumors about her Lady Doom. Apparently, there's 2 female Dooms in Doom, so I don't know what's going on. Glenn Powell, Kaylee Spaney, Ella Purnell, Will Poulter, Jack Quaid, Elizabeth Debicki, Jesse Plemons, and Sabrina Carpenter, which there was a rumor about her having some sort of MCU role today actually coming out. So because
It's a fucking good list, Dylan. Way to
that is a
go.
good one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm happy for you. So,
Thank you.
Travis has myself has Samara Weaving, Palm Clementif, Daisy Edgar Jones, Karen Gillan, Ryan Gosling, Andrea Drona, Dave Batista, Denzel Washington, Alan Tudyk, which is my 2-star pick, and Sophie Thatcher. So a lot of gun isms going on there. I'm hoping the back half of this year and start of next year will get me that. Kirkland has Keanu Reeves, his star pick, Jennifer Holland, Mrs. James Gunn, Austin Abrams, Freya Allen, Sophia Wilde, Kate O'Brien, Elle Fanning, Tom Cruise, Paul Mescal, and Timothy Oliphant. And Taylor has Naomi Scott, Donnie Yen, Mark Hamill, Linda Cardellini, your 2-star pick, Anya Charlotra, Miles Cadden, Henry Cavill, Anthony Kerrigan, Alan Richardson, and Greg Henry, but Gramps.
I don't remember half of these fucking people. I'm sorry.
I would love to see to his brain prep time before. So
Going back to Kirkland's, I feel like Paul Mescal was like the biggest deal in the world for a bit. What happened to him? I feel like he disappeared.
no, he's gonna no. So Hamnet's coming out in the fall here. That's like
Hamnet?
his Hamnet. It's a not Spielberg, Shakespeare thing. He's gonna get Best Supporting Actor, not win it, but he's not like that's gonna be big for him. And then he's gonna be busy because he's doing those Beatles movies. Remember, he's doing those 4 Beatles movies. So,
Forgot about that.
him, Joseph Quinn, Barry Keoghan, and Harris Dickinson. Or what's Harrison Dixon? Yeah, Harrison Dixon. They're just gonna be locked away for like 2 to 3 years playing Beatles. So that's where they are
Jesus
at. So.
Christ, what are we doing, boys?
But I think they're getting a good paycheck. It's
Collecting
once a
checks.
lifetime. It's one a lifetime opportunity. 4 movies. That's a pizza bet I have with Hansi. She bet me that those movies would not come out. Hansi, pay up. They're coming out. Sam Mendes directing these, all 4 together. It's happening. So let's see here. So I closed the wrong draft here. So we do have winners and finalizations of the MCU character draft because with Wonder Man getting pushed, there is no more people to appear or anything like that. I reconfirmed with the Marvel Alliance boys. There's no animation, no shorts, nothing like that. In last place, Taylor Field.
Fucking knew it.
with 80 points. Someone got you some big points, so I'll reveal that in a second, though. But you had Wilson Fisk with a 5-pointer for his appearance. If people don't know, this is what we, and I guess I didn't say it, the last draft, the superhero draft, an actor gets cast, we get a point. This is we draft MCU characters, and it's like a fantasy football thing where if they die, appear, end credits, special type of points. Doctor Strange, you got 5 points. Punisher, you got 5 points, and then 10 points for the end credit. Silver Surfer, you got 5 points. Miss Marvel, you got 5 points for Marvel Zombies. Shang-Chi, you got 5 points for Marvel Zombies, but then a negative 10 because he died in there. Lots of negative 10s for us coming up in this list here for Marvel Zombies. Valentina with 5 points. Scarlet Witch with 5 points. And then Scar, 0. Scar didn't get you anything this year, too. How do you feel with that?
Sometimes they're banking on these characters. They're banking on Blade, Scar, Black Knight, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And then number 11, Rick Strange. Couldn't believe it. Someone, I was looking through a bunch of the wikis and whatnot, point out that he was in the crowd in Marvel Zombies. So, got appearance points, debut points, end credit points, but sadly they didn't get you a win. But, you got about 40 points with Rick Strange, so you should probably get him again next year.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, he's in the crowd there. In third place, Kirkenpatzer with 90. Spidey giving you the big 25. Johnny Storm 15. Red Guardian 15, 10, 5, but then negative 10 for Marvel Zombies. U.S. Agent a 15 and a 10, but then negative 10 for Marvel Zombies. Nothing for Wong. Nothing for She-Hulk. Iron Fist, you got a 5, so there you go. Unfortunately, they showed it in the preview before Eyes of Wakanda, so that could have been a good point getter for you, but they showed it in the preview. Falcon, and then nothing from Happy Hogan or Luke Cage. And then at second place, Mr. Muss with a total of 100. Sue Storm getting you the 15 and the end credit 10. Reed Richards of 15. Ironheart 25, 5, but then a negative 10 because she dies in Marvel Zombies. Bucky with a 15 and 10 for you. Ghost with a 15, 10, 5, and then a negative 10 for a death. Hulk a negative 10 for a death. He got some appearance points. Okoye, nothing, or you got a 5 for Okoye. So actually, sorry, you have 105, Dylan. So you're moving up in the world. And then nothing from Turk. I was hoping you got that.
Oh,
and then,
yeah, I was banking big on Turk.
Yeah, and then Taskmaster, you end up with a solid 5 after her death as well. And then myself finished it first with 135. I got Daredevil with 25, Sam Wilson 25. He was also in an end credit. I got The Thing. I got Yelena. She also got me some negative death points. She got negative 10. Franklin Richards at a 5. My Wonder Man didn't get 0. Uatu 0. Oh, I guess no. Uatu was in Marvel Zombies. Yeah, he was in Marvel Zombies, wasn't he? He's in the background there.
You already won, Travis.
Look at that. Okay. Claire, I didn't get that. And then no Jessica. I got Jessica
Honestly,
Jones for being
impressive
announced.
that you won without Wonder Man, because that was supposed to be like an
Yeah.
easy 25er.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I had with Sam, and I think that Thunderbolts end credit really helped me because I got some end credit points for Yelena, and then Sam got some. So I was happy with that. But yeah, we'll do that at patrons. You might get that early because we're going to try and do that maybe before. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I can't remember. I have to look and see the previous winners. I know the other ones, but we'll try and do that before Taylor's second baby, just in case he gets busy.
It was a controversial Kang win for someone. I think.
Right. That was that last year, I think?
You're
right?
never getting that away
Been 2
from me.
years ago,
That's
right?
going down into
Yeah.
history books.
That was, yeah.
think
We'll
I
never
won
get that
last
point
year.
value.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it was
And
2 years
Taylor
ago.
never picks people who are starring in movies.
No.
So I don't know if he'll win until he does that.
Never. Dylan, did you update the video game one?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to read that off? Because I got the movie one.
Sure. Do
Or
you
you
have the
want me
movie
to
one in
pull
front of you? Because I don't have the game one in front of me yet.
Okay, I have the movie one. So right now, this is very close. I think it is down to 2 people. I will say that last place right now is Mr. Muss at 2.2 billion, but he still has Avatar and Five Nights at Freddy's to come out. So he's he's sitting
I
there.
have 3 Billy on my list. Let's go.
3 bit. That's just for Five Night. But for Minecraft, that finished at these are all for the million. So I'm just rounding up there. 957 million. Fantastic Four at 521 million. Right, and you still have Now You See Me 3, which just came out. So right now, it currently is 79 million, but that will go up.
Oh, that's cracking 200, I think.
There's a good shot, yeah. You got Brave New World at 415, Looney Tunes at 15 million, Mickey 17 at not the smallest on this list. Remember, I'll get to it. Mickey 17 at 133 million, Megan 2 at 39 million, and the Monkey
That's
at
sad.
68. So really,
Megan 2 really let me down. For
yeah.
Sure.
Minecraft, also you got Avatar, but Minecraft was a big, heavy lifter for you. But yeah, right now you're at 2.2. You're in last place. But right now at third, and other than maybe a couple other million, I think you'll finish last year, Taylor. Unfortunately, you're at 2.5 million. A very, very impressive haul considering you have 4 movies on your list that have been delayed to next year. So yeah, you got 2.5 million because you have Jurassic World Rebirth at 868. You have Lilo and Stitch at 1 billion. Elio at 154. Bad Guys 237. 28 years later, 151. Badlands is still climbing, so you'll get a couple more million too at 138. And then the ones that you lost were Michael, Mortal Kombat 2, Animal Friends, and Dirty Dancing 3. So I will say, Taylor, because I think Taylor, he's won.
I'm a 2-time winner.
Are you 2-time or 3? Did you? No, I think someone else won last year, right? But I think, you had
someone
a
else
streak
won
for a
last
while?
year. But I had Avatar won me that one year, and then I had
Yes.
Mario.
You had and you had Barbenheimer. You had
Yeah,
them
I
both.
had Barbenheimer. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna try and see if I had it there, but Taylor is usually. Let's see. So so I beat you last year, but the previous years, 2022 and 2023, you had won, Taylor. So very impressive. That shows that Taylor is great at this game because he lost 4 movies as he's at 2.5 billion. So that's
He's beating me right now.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I'm only 1 point million above him right now at 2.6. Obviously, I had Moana live action, which is did not even exist. So the boys let me get Black Phone 2, which is 128 million. I'm waiting for Wicked. Hopefully that gets me a nice 2 billion, and then I could have a shot. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Mission Impossible at 598, Snow White at 205, Thunderbolts at 382, Sinners at 367. Conjuring Last Rites won me big, 494. Almost $500 million for Conjuring Last Rites. Very impressive.
That's good.
Yeah, Karate Kid, 117. And even this too, Final Destination Bloodlines, 315. Super
Whoa.
impressive. Yeah, like to just be 70 million away from Thunderbolts, that's super impressive. And then this didn't do me any favors. Running Man, 30 million. Like I know it's just came out, but like
Crazy.
it's already like dead. And then right now, Kirkland in first place right now with 3.7. So to put this in perspective, Dylan has Five Nights at Freddy's and Avatar at 2.2, and Kirkland's at 3.07. He still has Zootopia to come out, so it is going to, and you have SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know how much that's going to
Sorry,
do for you.
3.07 or 3.7?
3.07.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
So really, it's going to come down to. I think for Dylan, it is going to come down to Five Nights at Freddy for you because I feel like Avatar is going to catch you up to him, and then Zootopia is going to kind of equal you out. I feel like Freddy's is going to be the determining factor for you. If
Freddy's,
you can,
it's going big. Yeah.
I think you got him, but you never know. Maybe this is time Avatar finally gives out. Maybe people are finally done at the Na'vi. But
Dylan's not even going to see it, so
Yeah.
they're not getting his money.
exactly. So
If I lost because Avatar eats it, I think I'd be happy with that trade. Soul for a soul yet again.
you had How to Train Your Dragon at 636 million, Superman at 616 million, F1 at 631. So really good run there, and obviously Zootopia. So you had some good ones there. Smurfs at 124, Ballerina at 137, The Working Man at 88 million. The lowest movie ever on a draft list, Night of the Zoopocalypse at 7.6 million. And another one that could have really helped you out,
Don't
Tron
even
Ares.
remember that. Don't even remember that movie.
Tron Ares at 141 million, 141 million. So that could have helped you out a bit more, but obviously that kind of ate it. So yeah, right now, me and Taylor are definitely out. So we're gonna have Kirkland or Dylan the first time. It's coming down to SpongeBob and Zootopia
best
versus
man wins.
Five Nights at Freddy's and Avatar. So and we're gonna talk a little bit about that in a second there because we had some Patreon questions. But Dylan, you got that other draft up there?
I do. All right, video game draft. Where are we at with this thing? Where should I start? I guess, okay, I'll start with Kirkland. So Kirkland has, and the way this one works is we all have 8 games on our list. The Metacritic number of that game gets totaled up, and then you have an overall number. So Kirkland right now is in last place with 566, with Doom Dark Ages at an 85, Split Fiction at 91, Adamfall and Mafia both at a 74, Metal Gear Solid Delta 86, Pokemon Legends ZA at 79, Baby Steps 77. But unfortunately, Kirkland, Mina the Hollower, delayed. Still doesn't have a date. It still could come out this year,
Gutted.
but there's not much year left, so I don't know if that's happening for you at this point.
Because that would be, I feel like, a high hitter. I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the lower scores of some of the picks that I have in there.
I'm
yeah,
surprised
Near the
Delta
Hollower
did that
would've
good
been
for you though. I thought that could have been lower, middle gear, just because I didn't know what Konami was going to be cooking without Kojima. You know, so
I mean, it's his baby.
It's a pretty one-to-one remake, I guess,
yeah.
right? So there's not a whole lot of way to screw that up.
I just expect Konami to always find a way to screw things up. You know,
That's fair.
so yeah.
In third place at the moment is Taylor Field. He has 577 points. Death Stranding 2 with 89. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii with 79. Anno 117, which just came out, has an 85 right now, which is really good.
Well, that's a good.
Wonder Stop with an 80. Lego Party with an 80. Battlefield 6 with an 83. And also recently released Jurassic World Evolution 3 with an 81. So you don't have anything under 80, which is really great. And you're just waiting on Metroid Prime 4, which is coming out in 2 weeks, I think. So you're on the cusp with a nice, juicy Nintendo game coming out. That must feel
Do I have hope? Do I have hope with the Nintendo game, or am I just third place? Is it?
Well, let me break down the rest of this, because I think there is kind of a narrative here. And the way that me and Kirkland are battling out for the movie thing, I think there's another pretty obvious way this is going to go. I'm right above you I have one more point than you right now at 578. I have Monster Hunter Wilds with a 90, Elden Ring Night Rain with a 77, Ghost of Yotai with an 86, South of Midnight 77, MLB The Show 83, Outer Worlds 2 83, Ninja Gaiden 4 82, and I have Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which, was holding out on the release date, but it is finally have a release date of like December. It's like the same day as Metroid Prime, actually, so we're going to battle it out on the final day potentially. And so if it is between us, it's really just going to come down to which one of those games does better, because you're only 1 point behind me right now. And I'll recheck all these numbers, because sometimes the Metacritics change after I punch them in this doc, but it's pretty close between us. Travis is in first right now though, but he can't get any more points, so all his games are out. He's at 641 right now. So you had GTA 6 originally, that got delayed, of course. Judas delayed. But you have Avowed with an 80, Assassin's Creed Shadows with an 81, WWE 2K25 with an 80, Hollow Knight Silksong 91, that's juicy. Kirby Air Riders just came out with a 79, Borderlands 4 with an 81, which I forgot existed, Lego Voyagers with a 79, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 with a 70, which
That
is
really
really
touched
low
me.
for Call of
Well,
Duty.
to
I
be
knew that
honest,
campaign.
it was that fucking campaign. I'm disappointed with those two, that and Kirby at only 79. I'm pretty disappointed. Call of
That
Duty
did also just come out like tonight, so it might change. There could more reviews could punch that up or down.
could drop as well, though, too, right?
It's
That's
true,
the thing.
it's
Like,
true.
Call of Duty, I knew was a bit risky, because I feel like every once in a while you're due for bad Call of Duty that isn't review route, right? But with Kirby, I was thinking at least, like, I know it's 79, but I was thinking more like the mid 80s. So, but if the scores were to stay the exact same, all that Marvel Cosmic has to do for you, Dylan, is 64 to beat me, and Taylor 65 for you. So
Right.
that's what you're looking at. It's just 66,
Which I
and you
think
guys are
is
gold.
happening. Like, I don't
I
think
think so.
either of those games are going to be under. I mean, I think they're both going to be in the 80s. I mean, who knows with Metroid? That seems like a bit more. of
Metroid has a
wild card.
chance to.
I'm feeling pretty good
bomb.
with Cosmic Invasion, but yeah, that's going to be a tight race.
This is
too.
tight. I like it. That's
And I-
that's fucking
It's
tight.
It might not be the exact same day, but it's definitely the same week for the release dates there. So
Nice.
yeah, the only other thing is like a random Kirkland Mina the Hollower sweep if that happens, which who knows?
One
It doesn't
can
have a
hope.
release date at the moment. A demo released this year. I've played the game, so it's close. But
How's it
who
feel?
knows?
90 plus?
It's a good game. I mean, I only
There
played
you
like a
go.
half an hour of the demo, but I think that will be like an 85er at minimum. So it should be bringing the juice if it does come out.
Mike is demanding a recount for the movie draft, so I will do that as I throw to these guys for this Patreon question, because maybe I missed one along the way. But either way, it is close for all these, so it's nice to have the video game draft and the movie draft like still in contention for the last few months here. But Maddie asked, because obviously we have right now, we talked about this on the Minecraft a little bit, but right now the two biggest movies, I don't think Jurassic World, I'm taking these at 2 out because that's 1.9. I guess Avatar could, but right now Lilo and Stitch at $1 billion, and then Minecraft at 957. So we have Zootopia coming out, we got Avatar, we got Wicked. Obviously, like Wicked's had the best pre-sales of the year. Zootopia is $1 billion sequel. Avatar 1 and 2 are just monsters. So I wanted to ask you guys how they were feeling, but I'm basing that a bit off of Maddie's question here when he says, how would you rank these 4 movies, Wicked, Avatar, Zootopia, and Lilo Stitch, in terms of the box office earning once all is said and done? So not by the end of the year, once they all stop taking their tickets. So obviously kind of, is Lilo going to keep that crown? And if not, where is it going to end up? You know, you got Zootopia family movie, you got Wicked, big with a bunch of communities, Avatar, very big overseas, but
And Wicked,
yeah.
Part 1, what was the box office on that bad boy?
I
Mike
think it's
in
like
the chat?
700
Number down to the
something. Because I think Maddie made a bet with him, like a movie bet, that it's going to make under 800 million. So I feel that it's under.
it's on
I think
the
it's like
cusp.
in the 700. So I'll find it. But like the opening right now, the global forecast for Wicked for Good is 150 million just this weekend. So it's going to clean house. And like I said, best pre-sales of the year. It finished at 758. Dylan.
758. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll go first here. I think, as much as I was just talking about it, I do think Avatar still gets people. It still gets the butts in the seats. So I think that will take it at number 1 spot because Lilo and Stitch is just at the billion mark pretty much.
Yeah, it's like $1.03 billion.
Yeah, so I think Avatar will clear that. I mean, I don't know if it'll clear it by the end of this calendar year, but by the time it's done, its run in theaters, I guess, is a good, because that comes out like late December, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Or which one?
so-
Sorry, Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
Yeah, it's the 19th.
Right. So maybe it like bleeds into January with it taking this, but just with its, final run. So I think Avatar, and then I think Lilo and Stitch will stay at number 2. I'll say Wicked is going to do around the same it did the last time. And I'll put that at number 3. This is probably based on nothing. I think Zootopia is going to like kind of eat it. I know the first one's $1 billion, and I think it will be a profitable movie. But I think it's, and I'm not just saying this, Kirkland, because it's on your draft and not on mine. But I don't know. I just feel like I just don't think that one's really gonna bring the heat. Well, maybe it'll be a good movie, but I just don't think it's gonna be a big sequel, which is always weird with Pixar. Sometimes it feels like a slam dunk, and it's not. And then you have an Inside Out 2, which is just like massive. So I don't know. I'm gonna say that one's like maybe a 400 or 500 million.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way.
Like half of what it made last time.
Wow. Jeez
Which is still like
Louise.
what? The top 10 of the year. That's pretty good.
It's chump change. It's gotta be better than that.
That would, yeah, I guess it might be. It wouldn't be with the other movies though. Once Avatar and Wicked come out, because that would be the last in top 10 is 521 F4.
What is the other I guess is that the biggest like family kids movie of the season, I suppose?
I think so. Like this season for sure. There's nothing much coming out later on.
So I could be wrong, but I'll still stay with my ranking at the very least, and I'll say it's the lowest of the 4. It was just the 4, right?
It was just the 4, yeah, because those are like
Yeah.
the big heavy hitters.
So number 1
obviously
Avatar,
left.
number 2 Lilo, number 3 Wicked, number 4 Night at the Zoopocalypse or whatever it's called. Yeah.
I'll go next. My list looks pretty similar to Dylan's. My only difference there is I'm gonna swap Wicked and Lilo. I'm probably wrong in this, but I'm kind of going off your theory where I feel like the second, like Lilo, is just gonna be dropping significantly more than what the first one initially did. So, yeah, that's kind of my feelings there. But and then for Zootopia, it's interesting because I feel like when that movie came out, it just blew up like everywhere. Like I never even saw it for a very long time, but I just saw like, I don't know, marketing materials for it, Happy Meal. Like it just seemed like it was everywhere, and I would just see, like, even if I didn't see the movie, I just recognized characters everywhere. Really not feeling that so much for the second one. And I feel like every time I see a trailer, like I really like the first movie, but when I see trailers, it's just like, okay, yeah, I guess I forgot that's coming out this year. Like I don't really have a lot of hype for it, and I don't really feel the aura of hype building for Zootopia 2, but maybe I'm not around those people in my day-to-day life, so maybe that does make sense. And yeah, come on, Jake Sully, he's number 1 for life, so it's going to be Avatar, 100% going to be number 1. And then, so to round it off, my list would be, from number 1 would be Avatar, Wicked, Lilo and Stitch, Zootopia at the bottom.
So you think Wicked's doing more than $1 billion? That's crazy.
I have zero interest in Wicked, but like, it's just an anomaly in the sense that I'm kind of surprised that people love it as much as they do, because I really am just not interested in it at all. So I'm just kind of blown away that the first one did as much as it did. So it's like, I clearly have no finger on the pulse for any of this stuff. So I guess my answers for any of these questions don't
I wouldn't
really
say
matter.
that. You're doing great in the draft right now.
Well,
That's fair for now.
I will admit
Uh-oh.
that Mike was right on the recount.
Oh my
So
God.
what happened
No.
was
This is
This is the
everybody
guy that
else
pays us too. I got to audit all my paychecks now that you've been giving me.
You can. There's a calendar right there. All our stuff that you can audit me at any time, and we also have
too
an
much work.
accountant. Have an accountant. So I did count one of Kirkland's movies twice, so I figured that out. So Kirkland right now is actually at 2.4. So
Wow, you counted a big one twice.
yeah. So Taylor, you're
Man,
still gonna be
too bad,
Taylor, you're
Mike.
still gonna be
You're
last.
off the list.
I'm winning this draft, baby. Well, just
If
give it
anything,
to me
too,
now. Give me the
Taylor, I did
crown.
double check all the numbers. I round them up. You actually went down to 2.4 after Mike's count as well, too. So I was.
my God.
So there you go. But yeah, you're definitely last. So right
count mine
now,
again?
you and me are completely fine. I'm at 2.6. You're at 2.2, and then Kirkland's at 2.4. So Kirkland is
What was I
Zootopia.
again?
You're 2.4 with nothing else to come out though.
But I'm not last.
They are
though.
going out of their way to fuck me.
You are last because
That's how
Kirkland
I feel right now.
Kirkland just has one movie to come out and they make $1 and he beats you.
But I have more
technically
than
last right now.
I have
You
more
could've
than
stayed
Dylan.
I'm
Okay.
last, but I got Avatar on the cusp.
Right.
Dylan has
okay.
Avatar. I'm not saying Dylan is last. He's got that shit on layaway right now. He at least will be a close second.
Might be
But, like,
delayed.
yeah, that's true. You never know. But yeah, you're right now. So Kirkland 2.4 with Zootopia and SpongeBob. And then Dylan
What was
at
my
2.2
original
with
number?
Avatar.
What did I drop?
307.
3.7.
So because that's why I did one of the 600s twice, and that's how I think I did How to Train Your Dragon twice, and that got up to 700, and that explains the jump. So I'm sorry about that, Kirkland. My bad. Thank you very much, Mike, in the chat.
Don't let it happen again.
You guys are fucking nuts on Zootopia. Zootopia is gonna beat Lilo and Stitch. It's not gonna beat Avatar. I'm curious to see how Avatar does now that there's not been a long break. And the thing is with Avatar, though, the 4 numbers, that's always going to carry it for a while. But I'm just not going to bet against James Cameron. It was probably like the 3rd biggest movie of all time. And, oh, good, we'll get more. But Zootopia, I just think because there's not been like a big kids movie in quite a while. Like, I'm trying to think. It had to been probably, to me, like Lilo and Stitch. Like, what is the top 10 right now? Yeah, and that was in April, right? And then Lilo and Stitch was in the summer. And then after that's nothing. Demon Slayer, Superman, Mission Impossible, F4, Conjuring, like Jurassic World, How to Train Your Dragon, which was also before Lilo and Stitch. Like, there's been no huge kid movies I feel like people wait up to see. I have this, for example, when Gwen is going to a birthday next weekend, they're going to see Zootopia. Logan's Girl Guides, they're going to see Zootopia. And you also have to think, too, like, sure, Avatar's out, but not everybody can, 1, take their kid that because they're not old enough, but 2, how long it is. Zootopia is going to be playing through Christmas. That's a perfect, like, let's get everybody together. Like, they're not going to see Avatar, not going to see Five Nights at Freddy's, but they'll see. And I think they'd pick Zootopia over Wicked. So to me, my ranking is Avatar, Zootopia, Lilo and Stitch, and Wicked, because I feel I've like, even my mom, who was super excited for the first Wicked, she saw Wicked, like, okay, I've seen enough of it. Like, you might have got some people, like, she's not going back. You might have got some people that obviously were not planning on seeing it, like maybe like a Taylor. Right now he's jazzed, so he'll be there, but the reviews have been lesser, and I just feel like it's going to have a huge opening, but I think there's going to be a lot of, well, it's not as good the first, and I think it's going to fall, it's going to finish like roughly the same, maybe a little better, a little worse. I would still say better, maybe 800, but I think the word of mouth is going to slow it down. But I will report to you, Mike, that I actually am seeing Wicked tomorrow, because some things have changed with school schedule and whatnot. So I'm going to leave work early, and I'm going to take the kids at a nice 3 p.m. showing. And because I don't trust my sister to actually get them to the theater in 3 weeks. It might happen, but I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go. We're going to see this. So yeah, Mike on, Travis told you on Monday, I will have an actual Wicked for Good review. I'm going to talk about it there. But, I'm seeing it before you, Mike. Oh my God, that feels sacrilege. I don't even like doing that. But Mike, this was the only time, and it just like opened up where I had extra schedule at work. I'm like, I could leave an hour early. So, but I'm with Mike. It's going to have the Inside Out 2 effect with Zootopia, where
You've
it's
made
been
some
a
good
while.
points, for sure.
Yeah, and I think just Christmas always gives it that boost. So that's where I'm going. Avatar, Zootopia, Lilo, Stitch, and Wicked. So, what about you, Taylor?
Oh, you guys have raised some very, very interesting points, but I think I'm with you. Zootopia is going to be up there. It's going to be number one. I think Avatar is going to do
That's not
really,
what you
really
said.
good. I
No,
thought
I
you
didn't
put
say that.
Zootopia number one.
No, Avatar.
Oh, Avatar? Oh,
The
I don't
foreign
think.
box office, no matter what, Avatar is such a beast. Like in China, yeah.
I think you had that with the first to second, but I don't think you have that with this one.
No,
I don't think Avatar is going to. I think it's going to make a lot of money, but I don't think it's going to make Zootopia money. I think I would go Zootopia, Avatar, Wicked, then Lilo and Stitch.
So if Zootopia is not making Avatar money, what is Zootopia?
You also think Wicked's $1 billion movie?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
that's not gonna
You guys are
happen.
crazy.
With Avatar, you say it's not gonna make Zootopia money. So what is Zootopia money to you?
Oh. Hang on. Let me get some numbers here.
Because Avatar, like the first one's like almost 3 billion, and then the second one is like, isn't it like 2 and something billion?
3 billion with re-releases, though. Is that like?
Still, people are going back to see it, and even that, like, yeah, it's like 2 point, like the first one 2.9, the second one 2.3.
2.3. Does that include them just re-releasing it too? Because that had multiple box office
it-
releases.
Like the second one just got re-released this year. It did not make like an extra like 300 million to be like, oh, that's the number, you know. And like that's the thing, domestic 680 million, international 1.6 billion. I'm telling you, those international
Re-release.
numbers are gonna carry. Like, just you could take out the domestic, and Avatar alone, international might make more than Zootopia or Lilo and Stitch. I'm surprised. You're Mr. Navi. I'm surprised you're not back in your blue people.
I am. I just feel
Betray your
like
own race.
it's the same thing where like Black Ops 7, you know, like we got Black Ops 6, but then you see that Black Ops 7, it's like, oh, it's too soon. Like we just had it, you know, we're not ready for it. And I just feel like, oh, Avatar 3, I'm sitting in there in the theaters and you get in that Fire and Ash trailer, and I don't think people are checking out. They're not present for it. I just don't. I don't know
people
if
not
it's going to
buying Call
have
of
that
Duty?
same weight.
I'm trying to
I don't
understand
think
your
people.
analogy.
No, people are buying Battlefield. Battlefield 6 is Zootopia right now. That's my
The
equivalent,
stream
so.
or like whatever the player count is obscenely on the Battlefield side. It's like 200K to like the 70K or something like that. So, do you guys think Avatar cracks 2 billion? So last one's
No.
2.3. No, I'm in like the 1.7 to 1.9 billion. Because like I said, what the international for the last movie made 1.6 by itself. So, and I just feel like a lot of the international people are not gonna not go see it. I think those are the crowds that are really locked in, especially because they don't see many American movies. I feel like this is one they will. So I feel like 1.7 to 1.9 is where I am.
I go.
I also don't think it's
1.2.
impossible.
I think Zootopia will be like
1.2?
I think Zootopia will be like a 1.3 to 5 if I'm being bold.
So you're saying Avatar 3 is having a full Billy drop?
Yeah.
Is that because Inside Out wasn't that the record for animated movie?
I think it might be now. Yeah.
And wasn't
I'll
that
find
like
out.
around that? Are you saying Zootopia will be the biggest animated movie of all time? You might be saying that, Taylor.
I like to say that.
I like the thought of
1.4
that,
billion.
1.4.
Okay, so
yeah.
just under it. Maybe the second biggest animated movie of all time.
This
is
could
what
do
you're
it. I think this could do it. Pizza bets,
No-
anyone?
no
I'm not
chance.
gonna- I'm not
No
gonna do
way.
it.
I'll pizza
No
bet.
way.
Yeah, come on.
No, I don't
bring it
want
on
to.
Over. Bring it on
Do
over.
it,
You
do
already
it.
know me one.
Do it.
Kirkland, do it.
Kirkland. Why are you bringing him?
I will say Avatar 3 cracks 2 billion, just to be on the other side of that fence. I don't know.
It's possible.
It just seems like one of those things where people that aren't really, they don't have fingers on the pulse for movies or what's coming out. Like my 64-year-old foreman brought up Avatar today, and it's like, oh yeah, that's gonna be like he knows The Landman, fucking Taylor Sheridan
Tulsa
projects,
King, yeah.
Tulsa King.
That fits.
That's
Yeah.
Stallone,
Yeah.
man. That's Sly. He's still got it. And the Navi, they still got it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be there for Avatar. So I just feel like it gets people out of the woodworks to go see in theaters. And the international numbers are kind of crazy to me. Like I knew they would go see those movies, but when you like mentioned that 1.6 billion was like just for international, that's
That's
nuts.
crazy.
That's absolutely nuts for a North
Other than
American
Nisa
project.
too, that's bigger than every movie this year. Just
Yeah.
Avatar's International beats every
That's
movie
crazy.
this year. you can combine all the MCU movies this year, and it's still like not even close to what Avatar 2 has. You know, it's like you'd have to combine all the MCU movies and then combine Superman just to get close to it. Like it's
James Cameron, man.
yeah,
His
he just
understanding of the human mind.
yeah, and yet to that 3D unconceivable what you can do with it. But no, like Kurgan said, I feel like it's what Call of Duty used to be or Madden used to be. I think Madden's still doing well, but Avatar to me is one of those movies. If you sit someone down and like a GA person and they're saying 3 movies a year, right? 1 per quarter, or not per quarter, per every 4 months. And like, hey, these are all the movies coming out this year. I think lost them pick Avatar. If they can only see one, they're gonna, because they go see the 3D, they'll like that, and yeah. So there you go. Well, we're gonna take our next ad break, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna hit you with some just quick hits here on this one. Paramount, they are making Sonic-y Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They have shelved the rated R project that they were doing. I don't know if you guys know anything about this. The Last Ronin. I don't know which turtle it was, but all the turtles die off.
Raphael, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and it's just him
They
alone.
canceled that?
Yeah, it's shelved for now. So they're not saying they're never making it, but in favor of a more Sonic-y Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, they're doing that. Yeah, and then obviously for where was this here? I deleted my notes here. For people like Game of Thrones, they dropped a bunch of stuff there. Where House of Dragons is coming out summer this year or next year. They renewed it for 4. Seven Kingdoms is getting a second season, and this also caused Green Lantern get delayed till the summer. So that's happening. And then George R. R. Martin says there's also a sequel series in the works. And that's kind of the quick hits. I had other stuff cycled in here, but we kind of talked about throughout the cast. So, yeah, any thoughts on this? Anything to add to any of these things?
I lied. It's Michelangelo, not Raphael, which I think is even better if you have a dark rated R, depressing story.
I think it's Michael Arns.
Yeah, I conceded. Yeah, that's it. That's
There
it.
you go. Got you.
Wrong,
Got
Taylor.
him. Yeah. How are you feeling about the turtles getting Sonic-fied?
I don't want it to be Sonic-fied. No, it's.
You wanted Michael Bade.
Don't you like Sonic?
I want it Taylor Sheridan. No, I
Do you
think
like
Sonic? I think
Taylor Sheridan
Man with some turtles.
I think Sonic is good with the inclusion of Jim Carrey. I think he definitely adds a lot to it. I enjoy it for
You
its
could play Splinter.
zaniness. No.
The rat?
No, that's a hard no. I don't want him as the rat.
Shredder.
Yeah,
Mike.
that's good. That's better.
No, get out of here, Mike.
That
That's
is
okay.
way
That's
worse.
Not okay.
That is so
It's
much
not
worse.
good.
To have fun with that, take out Carrie. Who is the 90s comedic actor you do get though to do Shredder? Like, let's say the same way. Remember when they did Grinch with Jim Carrey? They're like, let's get Mike Myers for Ken that. Who is maybe it's just Mike Myers? Get Mike Myers for Shredder, but like, who is the equivalent to Jim Carrey that you would get for this? Chat, let me know too.
Eddie
That
Murphy.
has to be a comedian.
Eddie Murphy as Shredder. Fuck yeah, I'd be down. I'd work. That sound.
I just feel like Shredder is so serious, even in the animated TMNT stuff that I saw. I never saw the live action Michael Bay's. Maybe I did. If it's a fever dream to me, I don't
He's
remember. Shredder at
super
all in it.
fucking serious in that.
Yeah, so there
Oh
you go.
my
But
God.
Eggman in Sonic animated, he had goofiness to him. So I feel like the Jim Carrey somewhat fits that archetype. But
Yeah.
for Shredder, I feel like I need him to Eddie Murphy. Give it to me, because yeah, let's go 90s peak Eddie Murphy as
yeah.
Shredder. I want to see
I don't
that,
know.
but
Mike might have to CD Ben Stiller's Shredder's a really good
Oh,
one because he
man.
can do somewhat serious, but then he's gonna put on the the
Jack
Happy
Black.
Gilmore voice.
Yeah, get Jack Black as Splinter, and you get the Envy Boys back at it. Yeah.
There'd be some
Rock
subtle
is one of
poo
the
jokes.
turtles.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh boy, yeah. No, I like those two. I'm trying to think. I wish Farley was around because that would be my pick. If Farley was around, I think he'd fit perfect in the Turtles
I think
universe.
he could just be a
there.
turtle, not like a Shredder villain or anything.
They're gonna go young for
He
the
could be all of them.
Turtles.
Maybe like Mike Myers and Austin Powers, just playing all the roles.
Hell yeah, that'd be great. Dylan, you were going Jack Black. Is that your final answer there?
For Splinter, sure.
Or sure, anybody. Just who's the Jim Carrey equivalent that you get as the '90s actor?
No, I like the Ben Stiller Jack Black combo.
Yep.
I'm going Envy Boys. Yeah.
Bring them back together.
Envy Boys.
But yeah, Taylor, you like Sonic.
I mean, yes, I do. The Knuckles show, didn't enjoy the Knuckles show, but I think for Sonic, for that character, it fits. I think when you're looking at TMNT, I think we've explored that kind of environment a little bit with those with those zaniness in those characters. I don't need anything that's like a Michael Bay. That was way too much. What for me, I love those originals like '90s live action films.
ain't
Even the
getting
third one I
that.
don't mind, but that first one was so fucking good. There's so many awesome one-liners and phrases and quotes from that movie that I really really like. So I just think that would be the kind of go-to that I would want. But the Ronin, them passing up on that is very very unfortunate. I remember when you guys had mentioned that a long time ago when they were talking about it, and yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel like something that's gritty and rated R is such a better pick and new and different. We've had how many rehashes of the Turtles? There's so many series that they've done animated shows where it's always the same thing. They're teenagers and they're going on the adventures and they're just acting all kooky and zany, and you don't get a lot of depth to it. But there's one dynamic here where they had that animated film that came out in theaters years ago, and you had Leonardo going off to the Amazon on his own, and then you have Raphael being his own vigilante in the city, and the Turtles are kind of like all broken apart, and so you go through this very tense, serious just drama with Raphael, just kind of coming back into the fold here with Leonardo taking up his leadership mantle again over the team. And it's just, there's so much to explore in that dynamic. And that's something that the original Turtles movie live action focused on too. When Shredder abducted Splinter, you get this interesting, like, broken aspect where the Turtles this is their first time they're on their own. They don't have their father with them, and they have to really rally and kind of overcome these mental hurdles. And that's something that I really, really want to explore. I don't need to have more and more of this kookiness and this kiddiness, to each his own. But I feel like every couple of years we always get a new animated series that's just always doing more of that. So I think something that focuses on the grittiness would have been way cooler, especially with a character who is the comedian of the bunch, and to have him turn into this very serious vigilante. I mean, oh, that just sounds so good. So I think it's a loss personally, but beggars
think
can't
they'll
be choosers.
Go see this new one still though.
I'll see the other animated movie, the secret, or what was it, the Ooze or something of the
Mutant
what was it?
Mayhem.
Mutant Mayhem, yeah, the sequel to that.
The
So-
ooze.
The Ooze.
That's the live action one. I bet he'll be there day one. That's my prediction.
I was getting the amount of energy from that. It's like,
Yeah.
looks like shit, but I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, I feel like people will enjoy it when you get to our Minecraft review. There's like a solid 10 minutes where we break around from the Minecraft review and just talk about the quality of film and the way things are going. Because Taylor's trying to pitch like why didn't they make a better movie? A little preview for our episode
Good
there.
episode. Check it
Yeah,
out.
and I feel like that just ties into this where the last Ronin. That sounds way more better. It's way more gritty. I like the idea of all the turtles being dead. Like you said, you take the comedic guy and you bring him down to the darkness and see what happens, and just that classic samurai revenge tale, Ghost of Tsushima, all that stuff, right? So it's like, oh, this is perfect. This is great. But that's not what they look. That's going to make them the money. That's not going to sell them the merch. That's not going to get them on the lunchbox. That's not going because that Radar movie, the same way after my kids watch the Sonic movie and they're like, oh, I love Sonic. They're not going to do that with Last Ronin, right? So they have to do, not have to, but in their mind, they feel they got to do this route because, well, Sonic's a success. It's a certain, I think, like intelligent level type of movie it's made for. I think that's like Minecraft where they're very kiddie movies. And, yeah, I don't know. I'll see this one probably because the girls like turtles. Since I can't remember, it was just an anime movie actually a couple years ago, and then we played Shredder's Revenge a bit, and then we watched some of the other couple series. So we'll watch it. So it's better for them. I guess I just wish it was the best of both worlds. But my theory is this movie comes out, does relatively well, and then you never hear about the Last Ronin. I won't say ever again, but for like a decade or so,
Isn't
like
there a
until the
game
turtles.
being made as well for Last
Mhm.
Ronin?
Hopefully, but that they have announced that. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I hope that happens, but
Get
yeah,
it there.
I think that gets shelved, and and I don't like the Sonic movies, so that doesn't do anything for me. I failed the first two. The third one is the best of the bunch, but still, we're not working with the best tools here. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I completely understand why they're pivoting for the reasons you just laid out. I'm like above the middle on the Sonic movies because I feel like I liked it, and then it was like too much, and then the Shadow stuff I was really vibing with. Knuckles was one of the worst things I've ever seen. So it's been a rocky ride, the Sonic journey, and I'm still gonna be there like for the next one because I am interested in the story. And honestly, if TMNT does the same thing, I'll probably have like zero anticipation leading up to it. But if there's just some good buzz and I see it, maybe it'll be lukewarm. But I'm sure it'll. I mean, maybe not. I was gonna say I'm sure it'll make money. I'm that's definitely not a guarantee at all. Could be a one and done, and that's it. But I think the Sonic, kind of what that movie is for the age demographics of what that's for, I think that could be really fun for kids to get some more TMNT stuff. Because like I loved TMNT growing up, and I feel like it kind of took a hiatus. Maybe it was just on channels I wasn't really following, and maybe they were still making movies and stuff when I was a little bit older. But it just seemed like it took like a big hiatus, and then now it kind of came back, and I absolutely love that previous movie. What was it called even? Was it just TMNT? Oh, Mutant Mayhem, yeah. Love the style, love the humor. It was just really, really, really fun. So there you go. The Ooze, yeah.
The Ooze, yeah.
That would have been the sequel, I guess, to the Ronin, the more mature one.
Yeah. Dylan, you got any care here? Thoughts?
Not really. This batch of news is very un-Dylan.
Okay, and then I'll throw these guys
I'll fill in the
for...
bench.
I'll see. House Dragon, we knew 4 was happening, but that's confirmed. Seven Kingdoms, I guess it's going to season 2. That's coming out next year already, so that's bold. And then I guess they're doing sequel series. They didn't say what, but they're producing a bunch of series, and they're going to do those. Also, a couple years ago, they talked about doing a Jon Snow series, but then I guess that just kind of died. That's still the one I'd like the most. I agree with Mike that Arya would be a decent one to get as well, but... yeah, I'm excited because I feel like there's so many franchises that are afraid to go a little bit past in the future, right? And I get it because the books kind of ended. There's still no last book, but if the guy that's the writer of these books is helping producing them, then I feel like it's a good thing. And I have more faith in them after House of Dragon. I had some disillusion from them after that finale, obviously, with Game of Thrones, but I think some good things could happen, and we'll see. And Seven Kingdoms, I don't know. We'll see. I've not seen a single trailer for that yet, so I don't know my anticipation level for it. So
I have not seen a single trailer either, but I'm down for some Westeros
anywhere you want a
action.
sequel series to go, Kirkland? Any character?
Anywhere I want a
person?
sequel series to go? Like sequel series to the Knight of the Seven Realms? Is that
No,
what
to the
statement was?
to like the original series.
To the original series.
Yeah.
So sequel. So it would be hereafter. Are we still getting that Jon Snow thing, or did that just fizzle away?
He pulled a Taylor.
That's literally what you just
They
talked
were
about.
working
I
on it, and then
apologize.
it did go away. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know enough of the world to really like pick something really interesting. I do like kind of the mainland areas that we were in for like the chunk of the series, but like maybe in the more like eastern areas that were just like where kind of Daenerys was collecting her armies and stuff like that. Like I'm sure there's some juice kind of anywhere that you could go. I do like the North stuff, but I just feel like that's such a big part of the game, like just the original Game of Thrones series. So it would be nice to kind of go somewhere a little bit different. And then King's Landing is just, it's like Tatooine for me. Like, come on, let's go somewhere else. I get it. It's like the capital of the world, but it just seems like every show is going to be some King's Landing stuff. I do understand it's a historic landmark. Everybody can kind of see it. Maybe some like Iron Isle stuff. That could be some maybe we'll be getting some pirates action going on, some liar's dice and all that fun. So multiple 4s and 3s and 2s. I think that's where I would go. Maybe something kind of a coastal region.
Yeah.
But
Taylor?
not a lot of skin in the game. If it goes anywhere else, I won't be hurt.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is Taylor actively trying to remember what the topic was?
Yeah, I totally just drew a blank here.
Don't help him. Don't help him.
I never a draw.
Taylor.
I'm thinking about going to the
It's
gym
his
now
turn.
tonight. Fuck.
It realizes it's his turn to answer.
Oh.
Then what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Think
I
about
had it too. I had my fucking answer. And I
Think about any words
can't
we
think of
said.
anything right now. Box office.
Home box office. You're getting close. That's a little bit closer.
Oh my
HBO.
I'm still back on the Avatar versus Zootopia topic now.
1.6 billion. So yeah, Taylor, what are your thoughts on that?
You got this, Taylor. Take it home.
I'm actively looking through our notes here because I'm trying to remember.
I like the box office.
Oh, I fucking remember now. I have my answer.
You had
I
to
have
look
my
at the
answer.
notes. You had to look at the notes. It didn't count.
When it comes to Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I have seen the trailer, and I am super stoked on that story that we're getting. And the season 2 completely caught me off guard. I was not thinking we're gonna get that. I thought this is a limited series. It's just gonna be, 6-8 episodes or whatever. So. That was definitely a big surprise, but yeah, I'm interested because the character who plays Egg, he has
Egg.
I'm not gonna say, but he's got a very interesting storyline connected to a character that you see in the main show of Game of Thrones. So that's all fine and dandy. And then House of Dragon is House of Dragon. It's a good time. Can't wait to see what happens there. But getting the sequel shows or projects.
I didn't think he was gonna get there.
Oh, I know. I know. I already had my answer.
you just
I
had
had
3
my
minutes
answer.
of trying to remember what the topic was.
I just forgot what the topic was. But when it comes to the sequel shows, the Jon Snow sequel, rest in peace. It would have been interesting. But
Kirkland, have you heard of that one? Making a Jon Snow.
Is that still happening? What's going on with that Jon Snow sequel?
Just having fun, man. Making movies, big adventure, having a great time.
That's these two right now trying to talk about Game of Thrones. Note to Travis: no more Game of Thrones notes.
That's what I'm
in the
looking
news.
for.
Game of Thrones. It's over.
I think though that in terms of a sequel show, I would love to see something with Drogon coming back. That dragon's still out there fucking shit up.
You want the main character to be the dragon?
Oh, sure.
Isn't that Momoa's character's name?
That's
No,
Drogo,
he's Drogo.
Khal Drogo.
Oh, okay.
But then you got the
There's
Drogon. But no,
Drogon the Dragon.
I think it's hard to think of a
Father
story
by
that would
marriage.
really pick up after that. I don't know. You get Bran the Broken, king.
No, we don't want that.
See how he's running things and whatnot. But no, I would like it if Drogon was to be stirring up some shit and they just had to deal with a rogue dragon and that was causing a problem. Or maybe Drogon is life finds a way and just fucking pops out a bunch of baby dragons and it's just fucking chaos, right? So,
Chaos.
I don't know.
There you go. Taylor wants Predator Badlands with a dragon. Yeah, sure. Why not?
With a dragon, I'd love to see a predator fight a dragon.
Has it not happened before?
I mean, they've killed Tyrannosaurus Rexes, so we just need to find a planet with
not
the
a dragon.
Tyrannosaurus Rex
the
with the
question.
wings.
That's not the question.
I'd say it's close to a dragon.
All right.
I see where you're coming from.
Let's end this thing off. Trailers. We got Hunger Games, Sunrise and the Reaping. We got Hoppers. We got Marty Supreme again because Matty asked. He's I didn't listen to
Travis,
Weekly
why
Geek.
did you make us watch Hoppers? What are you
Yeah, I
doing?
didn't get that.
What do you mean? It's a new Pixar
Why-
movie.
Why
That's
is
Pixar?
Pixar?
Oh.
I went
Yeah,
over my
Pixar
fucking
Disney.
head.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. It could be the next big
I'm not
franchise.
drafting that. I can tell you that right now.
Oh,
Look
my
at Kirkland's
God.
name. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Don't draft
That's
it. Yeah,
yours.
you're right.
That's yours, Kirkland.
Sure.
I'll fucking
yeah.
dig it.
Yeah, I don't know. The kids' movies
So
the
much
past
hate
3
for
years have been like,
Hoppers.
Have
I'm
fun
not
with
gonna lie,
that,
I did not
that
realize it
Elio
was
pick.
Pixar.
yeah.
Did not realize it was a Pixar movie.
And then we Bury the Dead. I think Hoppers looks like fun. I think there could be some not great things about it. I think some of the previews, especially the last one, has been like I've laughed and had some iffy stuff. I feel like I need to see the actual movie. I feel like the trailers aren't giving me the full justice of what's going on.
I feel like the movie trailer I'm just watching Avatar with a different skin. It's like a very similar setup where this human is going to the body of this other creature and then starts like getting indoctrinated with them, starts portraying their own race. There's just so many similarities
reality, Taylor.
that I was going through a
Formula
moment
works.
just watching that
Box
trailer.
office success right there.
So like it started me being like, I can't believe how similar this is to Avatar. This is crazy. And then by the end of the trailer, I'm like, this actually looks kind of cute and fun. So I am interested in it. I haven't shown the trailer to Shay or not yet. Maybe that'll be a theater experience or not, depending if we can schedule that or if it'll be an
Hoppers.
at-home appearance. But I will be seeing this movie at some point in time.
Just lie there and say you're taking her hoppers, but it's really like Robert Eggers, like werewolf.
The Witch 2
Just
black and
opens
white
with
edition.
5 minutes of Anya Taylor-Joy just screaming at the screen. Oh man! But yeah, you guys are Hopper haters down there, eh?
Yeah.
Hopper haters.
I guess I am.
It
just
makes sense
seems
for
like,
Dylan because it's so similar to Avatar,
Yeah.
which he isn't a fan
that's
of.
probably what it
so.
is. Unconsciously, I hate it. Yeah, that must be what it is. Hunger Games. Hunger Games. I don't know. I feel like the concept of this one is just like, what if there was twice as many people? It's like, okay, they're just trying whatever they can to increase the stakes. I guess I don't know. It seemed like that's the best you can do. I haven't seen Songbirds and Shadows, so I'm a little behind on my Hunger Games action. But you know what looks good is Marty Supreme. That's a film right there. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I like some Chalamet. I like Ping Pong. So count me in for that one.
Yeah, Maddie, you can listen to our thoughts. Last week we talked about me and today, but no, I actually had no interest in this movie until I saw the trailers. I'm like you, Maddie, that they sold me completely on it. So
For Marty?
Yeah, for Marty, yeah, and because that was the Safdie splitting as well too. I had more faith in the one doing with the Smashing Machine, The Rock, but now it looks like the Safdie might get the win this round. But Tia, what Game of Thrones sequel series do you want?
What? Screwing with me?
Yeah.
Am I go? Am I go now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Am I
Hoppers.
going?
I don't know. I'm not really there. Like I thought I would be on board to eventually get into like Elio, but I never got the pull. So I haven't seen Elio yet. I don't know if it's not a Incredibles, Ratatouille, Bugs Life, Toy
So just
Story
stuff you've seen before, old IP.
sequel.
Yeah.
Sequels to those.
So you'll be there,
Cycle.
Turtles, day
Nothing
one.
new, nothing original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Cycle
why they
for
make them
cycle
like
for
this, but I'm there. And then you try to put on
Exactly.
Madison. I can't remember there was one of those. Same thing you're shitting on. You're like, yeah, but Madison will want to see it.
Moana, Wuthering Heights, and The Housemaid. Yeah, so I think there
I
will
could-
be fun date night times. I think we'll have laughs. So I think that's the experience I'm looking for, rather than this. The movie still will be bad though.
I couldn't believe when you guys talk about Wuthering Heights. You guys didn't talk about any of those visuals. You know, like even Dylan, you sound like you're out in the movie. Like
I
Emerald
said he
Fennel.
licked a wall and it looked like
No, the actual shots though. Some of those locations looking
That's just
gorgeous.
The fucking countryside.
Hidalgo.
Boring.
No,
Action
look
going
at the red hot sun back there when he's on the horse. That room, the red room.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, they're two
Tied it
super
all
hot
stunts.
people, but like, I don't know. It's just
No, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about all the
frolicking
sets.
in the grass and stuff.
No, oh my god,
You
can't
know what
wait.
they say?
Disappointing.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning is a sailor's warning.
No, it means blood has been shed this night. Whatever Legolas says.
And yeah, what was the other movie?
Yeah, Hunger Games and We're Buried the Dead.
Hunger
Games.
Games. Yeah, Hunger Games. I am definitely excited for this. I think the other Hunger Games movies, yes, they have their spots, their places, and I'm a big fan of Catching Fire. I think that's my favorite of the original 4 they did. But I will say, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It feels like it's a bit of a slog. It is a long movie, but I really did enjoy it. I had a good time with that in the theaters. I liked how it had different arcs and chapters to kind of like showcase the rise of Snow at the time, and so I'm really stoked, and I was kind of blown away too because I didn't know who was casted in this. And so when you look at it, okay, we got Ralph Fiennes here as President Snow.
He's keeping busy, that guy. you know?
He's keeping very, very fucking
He's on the
busy.
menu
Oh
for
my
sure.
goodness. And then we got why can't I remember his name right now?
Jesse
Game
Plemons.
Night. Thank you, Plemons. What kind of American
That's
are
not
you?
profitable for real, are you?
Yeah. So
You think those are the
he's-
same characters, like Game Night and the Civil War character?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I did too.
yes, Yeah.
He just lost one too many game nights, and that's what his life.
And his
became.
kinds of kindness character as well.
Yeah,
Multiple.
they all fit. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this movie, and again, it doesn't come out till 2026, so very early to get a teaser, but to each
Well,
his own.
because all the big movies are coming out. They want this on Wicked, Avatar. That's why.
It's
So
true,
then,
it's
you
true.
know.
It's true. And then yeah, the We Bury the Dead, which I'm just gonna highlight that scene that you sent me for that other zombie French foreign film that came out Max or whatever it was.
Mads.
Yeah.
Yep.
That came out like I think it looks like 2 years ago or a year ago. So I'll have to try and watch it at some
2024?
point. Because yeah, just that whole scene. It's like, and this is the question I had for you, Travis, before I get into We Bury the Dead. If if your friend is on your back of your motorcycle, fucking tweaking out and turning, how long are you going to keep them on your motorcycle before you kick them
Not
off?
as long as that clip. But at the same time, I have not seen this movie. To set it up, what happens is that somebody picks up their friend and they're on a motorcycle, and the friend's like obviously has their hands around their waist, they're on the back, but they're slowly turning into a zombie behind them. Now it's like a 2-minute scene, and I feel like by the minute point, I feel like they're acting a little weird, but I don't know if zombies are a thing in this world or not. So you might just think maybe they're drunk or high on some drugs.
They're rubbing
I don't
blood
know.
all on your face.
Yeah,
and
that went a little far, but
fake biting your neck.
Yeah,
but-
so
Okay. But yeah, We Bury the Dead. This one caught me off guard, and I wasn't sure exactly where they were going at the start of the trailer. But yeah, it got really, really interesting, and just seeing so many of these shots were just grotesque and freaky and creepy. And they're doing this. There's a certain kind of visualization that I noticed first in World War Z, where they do like a close up of like the zombie's mouth, and it's like a clicking, chittering, teeth chattering kind of thing, and they make these weird noises, and they emphasize the jaw, and that's the freakiest part of a zombie, of course, because if they bite you, then you're fucked, right? So I feel like that's something that you start to see in a few other things since World War Z, but then in this trailer there was one quick cut scene where it focused in on that, and I felt like I shriveled up because it just fucking freaked me out a little bit. And I just think that this trailer did a very good job at not alluding to too much and showcasing just this very freaky type of zombie. And I think while you have the Koreans that are tackling zombies in a very, very wonderful way, they're fantastic. They're fantastic zombie actors over there. They're breaking barriers with that media. So good for them. Kudos. And I think North America needs to learn a little bit. And so far, like some of these projects that have been coming out lately, they're on the right track. They're doing something. And this is definitely one of those projects where I think you gotta tune in and see what's going on. I'm glad Daisy Ridley is doing other things and is just not waiting on Lucasfilms anymore and Bob Iger, because Bob Iger is just
he'd be waiting forever,
trancing her around, and it's like this isn't fair. So. Yeah.
What is he
I
doing?
don't know if any of that. I don't think that's happening.
Trancing.
He's trancing her.
Can you
around.
define? Can you use that in a sentence other than what you just said?
It got like, I don't want to say it because it's gonna sound mean. Has her on a collar and a leash and just like, come here, kind of a thing.
I don't think that's happening. She's working quite a bit, so she's
I
not
think
just
that's
waiting.
better than what you were gonna say. Either.
Yeah, it's probably worse. Only thing you're talking about those Mel's, there's that one shot that was pure CGI and looked real bad. It was a far out
We
shot.
might be talking about the same shot.
Well, are you talking about a close up or one from far out? Because the far out one, the CG was like me
It
and
was
Emily watching on the
close
laptop.
up.
Okay, no, it's a far out one. Me and Emily like woof. But for the most part, this looked interesting. I like Daisy, so I'm interested to see what she's up to. Also, the guy who was Nightwing and Titans is in this. But yeah, I was avoiding trailer, but then also we had the newscast, so I brought it up. And yeah, looks like it could be entertaining. I gotta wait and see. January 2nd. Sometimes January movies can have a bad track record of review, so definitely a word of mouth one. But intrigued me. I like a good zombie flick. I think there was some good set pieces. And a couple good shots, obviously opposed to that CGI one. So yeah. And then I just for Hunger Games, I think they're smart to put it back in the battle because we really haven't had that in a bit, right? Like the last Hunger Games movie, there was like a section of it, but the movie wasn't about them doing the Hunger Games. And then the last two Hunger Games weren't about that, right? It was about the revolution. So I think they're smart to make it about the games. Yeah, really good like cast. Elle Fanning's in there, Glenn Close. It is kind of funny that like you got Plemons and Ray Fiennes in there, but really I still wish Kurt Sutherland was playing his dad. And then like Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid is acting, and he's in a lot of stuff. So I kind of wish they did that too. They're probably a bit cheaper, but that's okay. My only holdup, I need to wait and see till I see the actual movie. This guy did not give me any Woody Harrelson vibes at all, like zero. Like it just felt like those classic kind of the glow ups we've heard. Like when it's just like okay, we're gonna get someone that's just like very good looking, could be on a model magazine. Like Woody Harrelson has some unique features, and he didn't look like just like kind of a, I don't know, typical white male lead, and I just feel like that's what this is. So I hope that even like his voice can't he has a bit, but it's not like a big deal for me. I won't see this in theaters. I didn't see any. I saw the first 2 maybe in the Hunger Games in the theaters, I think, and then like not that I disliked them. I was like, I just don't like these enough to keep going. So this one I'll happily watch at home unless Emily really wants to see it, because I know she wants to read the book and she will before. So unless there happens to be a date night, but I don't think we have to go see this in theaters. So that's my thoughts on these trailers.
We Bury the Dead looks great. I just watched that trailer now because I missed the note from earlier, and I'm into it. Count me in. I like it. It's good.
It looked pretty freaky to me. I like the look of that one also.
Sound like me 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Jon Snow. I was kind of giggling at just the little like quotes, I guess, of like reviewers that have seen things about like this movie, We Bury the Dead. It's just like
total shit.
Well, of course, that's like the mock ones I could imagine, but it's just like zombies like you've never seen before. It's just like, man, every time we get a fucking zombie movie, this is something that people talk about.
It's like the long legs font and everything. They're just zap
100%.
off some of that marketing.
100%. But I don't know. I do like the setup and just the shots that were shown. It looks like it's going to be a really freaky adventure, and I think I'm down. So I'm not going to buy my ticket early in advance, but I think I'm down. Yeah. And then Hunger Games, I don't give a flying fuck about this series. That's where you can take that. You can shove it in the Wicked bin. That's another movie I've never
Did you watch the last one?
The alcohol turns them into Woody Superman. Like, so it's like, I guess that could be where they go, but
I've not,
shove them
Taylor.
in.
Oh, you should try it. It's
no,
different.
no. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. Oh, you
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Kirkland, trust me, it is not you haven't seen it. It's a perfectly fine, good movie, but you're not missing anything. Like, there's nothing you have to. People overrated that movie a bunch, and I think people have retroactively agree with me now on second watch and stuff. Like, oh yeah, it was all right, but like, no, I think it's a good movie. The 2 leads are good in it, but in a world where there's so much on the backlog, that Hunger Games movie does not need to be anywhere near like the top.
Do you have a
1,000.
big backlog, Kirkland?
Oh yeah, massive mountains.
Okay.
Mountains, big.
You have as much.
There's so much
backlog as
anime,
Travis, then,
Taylor.
Yeah.
So he's got
Keep
to watch
rewatching stuff too. You know, it's hard.
Yeah. Do you have a next series now that you're done Dexter? Is there something cooking?
Well, we're rewatching Arcane right now, so
I know,
that's
but like
only
something,
2 seasons.
but something
Brings
that's
back
like
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
because Dexter felt like you were rewatching it, but it was also like a long time, and you also wanted to finish it. Right? Like, is there any new series? Hannibal, get that going.
We watched that a couple years ago, so it's still kind of fresh,
It's fresh.
in the frontal lobe. Never seen Ozark. I've always heard good things about that.
Yeah, me too.
You too. What do you mean? You haven't seen
I've
it?
heard good things. I've never watched it. Like, what do you mean? What?
The fuck do you mean?
What do you mean? You said I've heard good things. And
You
me
too.
too.
What
is
are you
that?
talking
What
about?
the fuck are you talking about, man?
So let's break this down.
That's how I
This is
feel
Joe
right now.
about the
That's how I feel right
YouTube
now.
This is just like earlier today when I was talking to Taylor and I said we have filming Saturday and it on Sunday, and he's like, "We're filming Saturday and Sunday."
say
Your
the whole
wording
thing.
No,
did
no,
not
no,
help
no.
at all.
No,
Your
no,
wording was
No.
awful.
I will read it verbatim because
You
I
didn't
was
even
talking.
type it with the proper noun. You didn't
It does-
capitalize it. Like
It doesn't
Filming
matter.
Saturday and it's Sunday. I have a day off. Like, he
Yeah.
was like, what?
Then
the
he's
fuck
like,
are you
read it
talking about?"
again. Read it again.
Yeah, I did because I said, what was it called? It said, which is good. With filming Saturday and it's Sunday, I could use a day off soon.
Yeah,
And
what the
so
fuck am I supposed to take?
the line though is with filming Saturday and it Sunday.
This fucking
We
guy.
review it on Sundays. And
Did you
It
capitalize
Sunday.
both it, I, and the T?
No, but why do I need to?
Because that's
Yeah.
that's a big
I know what I'm
important
talking
part.
about.
You should have said welcome to dairy.
It's a
How am I
classic
supposed to
sentence.
know?
No, filming
That's what you
Saturday
should
and
have said.
it Sunday.
Oh my god.
Because why would I say filming Saturday and it Sunday?
Always
No, you
misspell
talking weird.
things. You
Never.
always throw in
Could be
random
like referring to
its
filming
here and
it the
there.
movie, like filming the movie.
Never have I had any mistakes to that point. But so back to this, Kirkland, you're saying, I've heard good things about Ozark. And I said, me too. What is the confusion? I've also heard good things about Ozark. That's like what I'm agreeing with you. Like, me too. What is there to
I don't even
misconstrue
remember.
there?
I don't even remember why I asked that.
See? People,
What is the confusion?
walk with me here.
There's plenty of series I haven't seen. Never seen The Wire. I never finished Midnight
6
Mass.
Feet
I
Under?
don't think.
Midnight Mass, you gotta do.
Midnight
6
Mass
Feet
you should
Under,
do.
there you
Interview
go.
with the Vampire.
Yeah, there you go. That's a higher priority one because you were. I didn't even know that was a
2026.
thing, and then you were just glazing it, and now I'm
Fucking
interested. So.
AMC, like every 3 weeks, they'll release a new teaser or trailer, and it ends the same way as it always does. 2026, no fucking quarter, no date, no month, no nothing. Just fucking stringing me along. I'm waiting. Look over Trash told you. You get some soul reviews. I'm waiting.
There you go. So
We done?
that's a couple things there.
Me too.
Cut off.
Yeah, I've had enough of you in Ozark. Well, that's it. Anybody? Anything else? Going once, going twice?
Get me out of here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, there you
Send me
go.
home.
That is it for us. Next time you hear from us podcast, unless you're a patron, will be it on Sunday. And I promise you, it